Welcome to Virtual Mimics and Gimmicks, where a bunch of idiots pretend to know what they're doing and in the process torment me with their vicious mockery. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and player punching bag, Anastasia. Playing Troy, our half-wood elf ranger with a taste for bear blood, is Sean. We've got Ryan playing Viren, our firbolg cleric who prefers liquid courage, and Tatiana playing as Poofers, our wily tabaxi barbarian. And finally, we have Amanda playing Erebir, our sexy high-elf sorcerer with hair and heart of gold. Are we ready for the recap that I definitely did not just write? Last time on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z, our heroes continued their quest that began in the Underdark. During their exploration, they collected 2 mysterious gems, which they sent word of to the living warden Encyclopedia Imbros. He told them that the spider goddess Lolth is seeking to have the gems reunited, which will allow for a ritual that will elevate her above godhood and ensure her survival through the ruin. Now, our heroes are faced with the responsibility of collecting all the gems, one of which they spotted in the Shield of the Endless Night, the champion of a tournament in Tartarus, which is the literal criminal underground city. The only way to meet the knight, however, was to win the tournament, and after a lot of strategizing, fighting, and cheating, our heroes pulled it off and were able to meet the champion and founder. These 2 legendary figures were less than expected. Sebastian and Nick, respectively, were brothers serving a god of death by the name of Ananke. They created and used the underground tournament in order to effectively farm souls of the guilty for the god, work which was supervised by a reaper named Ren. To what end they performed this work is unknown, but our heroes were nonetheless rewarded for the victory with the Knight's Gem and a one-time portal back to the criminal underground. Now our heroes are back in the Underdark to pursue the remaining gems and stop Lolth from seeing out her plans. What will they make of the capture on the camp? How many gems remain? And what awaits in the darkness? All this and more now on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z.
Yay!
That was a long one.
Yeah, I'm a bit wordy. Okay, just close all my tabs, fix everything. Okay, so as I said, you guys are now back in the Underdark, currently in the Warden encampment, hanging out, I guess. And when you had returned, you were told by Clark the clerk that they had captured a drow from the nearby city going through your things. You kind of went and saw him. I don't believe you did your full interrogation. I believe you're let's do that next time. So you got a bit of a rest in. Tempest arrived to rejoin your party following Callie's departure, and that's where we are. You did confirm that you were able to more or less pinpoint the location of the remaining gems down, and that they were all kind of near each other, somewhere deeper in the caverns. So, what would you like to do?
Where did Magnus go?
He had last night in celebration of your return to camp, and you guys all got around the campfire, had a drink, had a bit of a meal. You know, you won the tournament, you did it, and Magnus, as per usual, procured a Mexican culinary masterpiece from a completely unknown source, and once again has fallen victim to his classic shenanigans and is in bed sick.
Great. Okay.
He got burrito blasted.
Sorry, did you mention if that you probably said this, but is Tempest back yet?
He is with you guys now, yeah. There was the whole thing that he emits a very faint light, so he brought a cloak.
That's right. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who are we gonna get to talk to? The dude we found rummaging through our stuff. I mean, Barry, you can talk, right?
We tried to talk to him already, didn't we?
You had confirmed that he does not speak common, or at least was pretending not to speak common. But you didn't kind of delve beyond that.
We should try speaking Undercommon, right? I think that's what it's called.
Underdarkish.
Underdarkish.
And the only one of us that can do that is Barry.
Barry, it looks like you're up, buddy.
Well, it would be
I hope
me.
you got a good nap.
Well, so a couple things before we go talk to this precarious person. We know that the remaining gems are somewhere in the Underdark tunnels. There's one that's close, but not near the pile that's remaining. And odds are the person we're going to go talk to is part of the group that has those gems.
But we don't know if they actually have the gems or not. The gems could just be in a cave. We have no evidence that they have any of them.
Or he could be aware of our possession of at least one gem, which we showed to that shopkeeper a while back.
He at least knows we have one. Yeah, I suppose they don't know that we have 3.
No, they would. I don't. Well, they could, but I don't know how. Unless they were also. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They know we have at least one though.
Yep. Basically the same scenario. Okay. Let's go talk to this guy.
Okay. You make your way over to that kind of part of the camp. There's a guard outside.
I know, Gennaro.
The poor guard.
Not for the guard.
What the hell, man?
For the guy going through our stuff. We're gonna go talk to him,
I mean,
right?
he's all tied up.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. Okay. The guard gives you a suspicious look, like he's totally fine, and then lets you in to the tent. He has been informed that you guys are kind of associated with this person, apparently. So he lets you in without a problem. And the drow is there still after your 10-hour break. And he's still sitting there with his arms bound behind a pole. He's tied up to a pole.
Okay. And then we also speak our own language, Oldish. So assume that when I'm talking to the group, I'm speaking.
It's not Oldish.
It's Oldish.
It is Oldish.
It's
not
Oldish.
Change.
It's Oldish.
There's nothing you can do to make us stop calling it Oldish.
Just if there were a new viewer or something, did she really name a language Oldish? No. No,
Yes.
I didn't.
She did.
I
Chat,
did.
she did.
Yeah, that
I
was
did not.
Sean, and
It
we
was-
all agreed.
Oh, it's called Old Speak.
But Oldish has such a good ring to it, though.
It does.
No, it does not.
It definitely.
You need to just accept
rolls
anything
off.
you create, we are going to butcher.
We're gonna add.
It rolls off the
With
tongue.
names, we add an E to the end of it, and when it's a language, we add an ish to it.
Mm-hmm.
Underdarkish. Oldish.
Tempe.
We also have
Oh
the.
my gosh.
It's fine. I'm not salty about it or anything.
Totally not.
So let's talk to Drowy. I want to just really quickly check and make sure he's still bound tight and there's been no weird shenanigans.
He kind of hisses at you as you get close. He clearly does not want you in physical proximity of him.
Poofers gets slightly poofy and hisses back.
Takes this as a challenge and bears his fangs at you, which are probably bigger than your fangs considering he's a medium-sized creature.
Just point my eyes at him.
Let's have an intimidation contest, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
First dice roll tonight.
Can I join?
Uber,
I s-
Intimidating.
You
Wait,
rolled
can I do it? I notched an arrow. I'm still trying to
Yeah, you can also roll an intimidation.
intimidate.
It's fine. Only if you hiss, though.
Oh, I hiss for sure. Probably not very well because I'm a half elf, but yeah, I'll have fun with it.
Oh,
wow.
God, we suck.
He
11 and a 12.
you guys are not necessarily shaken by his presence, but you're kind of a little off-put that he's still got so much fire in him, and you're so you kind of more cautiously check the ropes binding his wrist. He is very securely restrained.
Okay.
The word.
I walk back past Barry, say, "It's all good, Barry. All yours."
I'm surprised we don't have a good cop, bad cop thing going on here. It's kind of
What do you mean?
Troy
It's-
Troy
did
is
bad cop,
inherently
bad
bad
cop
this
cop.
last
whole
time.
time.
You didn't need you bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My arms are sore from playing bad cop last time.
how
Oh, yeah,
can
you,
we
beat
do
the
that
shit
with
out of him, didn't you?
only one person who speaks his language?
Well,
And
I just
Chris
sit
goes
there
up and starts rubbing his shoulders or something.
He does
So,
not. You
that's
use your
poofers.
claws a little bit.
I start making biscuits on his shoulders.
How do you like them biscuits, buddy?
So in Underdarkish,
You have to cast a spell, don't you?
yeah, I do. I cast languages,
Okay.
and I am going to ask him. I'm gonna ask him how did he sleep.
Alright, let me get into character. Fuck you!
Yes. Yes.
Barry, what did he say?
And he like spits on the ground like. Peh!
Oh, never mind. I think I got it.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Aramir would like to give him a little smack for his disrespectfulness.
We're now good cop, bad cop, bad cop.
Can you go ahead and roll? Are you trying to be quiet or anything, or are you just like don't care?
What do you mean quiet?
Why would
Quiet
we
in
need
the
to be
tent?
quiet?
Why would I be quiet?
Okay, so you smack him as
Is
hard
there
as
an
you can
ethics
across the
committee in the
face.
warden
Not
camp?
the hardest I can, but just a little.
What? Like,
Just a,
like what percentage? Your strength is like 9, so it's not gonna hurt very bad either way.
Okay, then as strong as I can, because I have
Okay.
like extra.
Then
Slap them
swing
with a
for the
little
You want me to
stars.
roll strength?
Yeah, roll an unarmed attack.
I'm sorry.
An unarmed attack.
I've actually never done one of those.
It's on your D&D Beyond sheet.
Smack the shit out of that guy.
If you just go under actions, there's a 12. Okay, well you do 0 damage because you have negative strength. I mean, you hit him. He's a stationary
Here's the
target.
symbolism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
there's
just to like let him know, like, hey, that's rude.
There's a loud-
Unacceptable.
And then the guard like peeks into the tent and is like, everything okay in here?
We're fine. We're fine.
Boofer's
I
still
mean-
massaging his back. She's like, it's fine.
He's like sitting here like with like a big bruise and a little bit of blood, and he's like, we don't usually beat the prisoners, but
I'm not beating him. I'm just massaging.
It wasn't a
his
beating. It was a punishment for his spitting.
It was a high five.
It's a
to the face.
correction for behavior. It's
With
like
a
how you
backhand.
spray a cat with a water bottle.
Hey,
I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but he is a person with like, you know, there are some ethics there.
Whoa.
Yeah, ethics were out the window when he rummaged through our stuff.
And then the guy's like, I don't want to overstep my bounds here, but is that really a reciprocal, like,
no more smacking. We
is
promise.
it an eye for an eye kind of thing?
I telepathic message him like, hey, good cat, bad cat. We got this.
All right, you do your thing, I guess. And you're like, what's the curtain fall closed?
Smart.
And the drow looks up at you after like recovering from what looked like a good slap, but really didn't actually do much.
All right. So, well, okay. I see that we got off on the wrong foot here. My name's Biren. What's your name?
You have the wrong foot. You've hit me like 5 or 6 times now.
Well, we can get on the
Threatened me
right
with-
foot by.
That one has an arrow pointed at me.
Well, you know, my friends are a little bit suspicious. They think you know, you went through all of our stuff in our camp, and we think you may have been looking for something valuable.
Oh, do you? What might I have been looking for?
I have a feeling you know, and I'm relatively certain that this isn't the first time we've encountered you outside of this camp.
Your face seems familiar, but I can't place a name. Are you sure we've met?
This is one of the guys that we fought, isn't it?
I mean, you never saw their faces.
But we had
No.
like, wasn't there like
At
evidence
least
of their
suspect.
clothes?
He was
that-
wearing a purple like
Purple.
sash. That was the only evidence you had.
And that was what we found in the shopkeeper's secret stash area.
Yeah, she also
Yeah.
had a purple sash.
Did we notice that on the guys we were fighting
No,
when they
I
ambushed
don't,
us?
I
Yes.
don't remember honestly.
Yes, we did.
So we have that. All right.
Well, so say you're looking for an item that maybe your friends also have a couple of that same item. We're just trying to figure out why you need them so bad.
You're really gonna have to be more specific about what item you're talking about. Do you have something of worth in your possession that I should be looking for?
I turn to the group and I say, this guy's being difficult. Surprise,
Does
surprise.
he need a better massage? I can go lower.
God.
He's pretending like he
Hoovers?
doesn't.
That's not necessary.
Or back massage. Everybody gets tired. of their
Does he-
back.
Does he understand us?
Well, we're speaking Goldish.
Wait, okay, do we have Tempe with us? Can we talk? Can we mentally talk? Okay.
To remind you, even though we never do it, you're technically supposed to like be putting a finger on your chin or your throat if you are speaking telepathically. That was like our signal, but
yeah,
whatever.
Okay.
Checking your pulse.
What? Should we just let him go? And can you track him, Barry? Is there a way you can follow, put some on him and figure out where he's going?
I can definitely use locate object on him, and we can follow him. Maybe we time when we release him, or make him believe that he's escaping, and we can follow him.
I mean, do you think you're gonna get anywhere with this guy?
You can also. We can lie. We can say that we sold the gem. In the Thunderdome.
I would never expect that of you. That is so nefarious.
Oh, I lie. I lie when I have to. I like lying.
There's a whole new side to you.
No, I'll lie.
Trust me, it's not new.
I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt us to know where this guy goes and where his group is.
Okay. So I turn back to him, and well, and to his perspective, are we all just kind of like staring at each other blankly?
Yeah. Yes. He's like looking at you each in turn with some mild confusion and heavy suspicion.
So we think that the item that you might be talking about, was it kind of like a rock or like some kind of gem? I mean, we had one.
Oh, you had one. What did it look like?
Isn't it like a swirl on one of them or something like that?
There's like a complicated engraving pattern.
Yeah, I'll wave out that pattern basically.
Well, that was a lot of air swirls.
There you go.
And you had one. I can't help but notice the past tense of this.
Well, I mean, we thought maybe, the local vendor might have been, a good find. Initially, I think we wanted to sell it to one of your friends, but we thought maybe we could find a better price, and we didn't find anything. Or we did, actually, sorry.
Oh, so you sold it off.
Yes, we sold it in town. And then I'm going to turn to the group, and so what I think we can do also is he's going to run back to his camp and tell his friends, but we can also set a trap for these people in town.
Sure.
So where in town did you sell it? I heard the shopkeep ran off.
The Thunderdome, Bear.
Well, the Thunderdome is, you have to go through a secret door.
Exactly. They might give up.
Well, we want to trap them, poofers. So I think, what's the best way we could do this? Probably like some kind of like roaming shopkeep. Maybe one of us can disguise ourselves as like, what's that vendor called that always gives us the crappy
Beetle.
junk? Yeah. One of us dresses like Beetle.
One of us could dress like Beetle. Who would be able to dress like a halfling?
Well, not actually
No,
like Beetle.
I don't mean to ruin the plan here, but we are in the Underdark and they don't get many visitors.
I'm not talking to you.
No, this is Tempest talking.
Oh, okay.
I can't do voices, so.
Okay.
Everybody's British.
Okay, so what I
But
think
really bad British, like half British.
we just say that it's a roaming vendor that came into town because there's a bunch of
British.
wardens.
You either have a British accent or you don't.
I'll tell that to my accent ability.
So I turn back to him after like 30 seconds of blank staring, and it was a roaming vendor that's with the wardens at the moment.
Oh, so it's in the camp still.
It's still in the camp.
Interesting.
We're still kind of interested why these items are so special to you.
Well, what makes you think they would be special to me?
Because
Maybe I was just
exactly
looking
what I
for
was
something
talking
good.
about.
You just said it was a gem that had a fancy pattern on it, and that's valuable.
When I did say the gem, did I get any reaction out of him?
Let's have an insight check.
Sure.
Oh wow, nat 20. Which is amazing because he also rolled a nat 20.
Oh, does that mean a roll off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, roll off. Let's go, Barry.
There was a minuscule, like his eyes shifted for like half a second, barely discernible level of reaction to the mention of the gem.
Gotcha.
Like, not even like you're certain of it. It's like you maybe saw something, you maybe imagined it.
With a mod 20, man, that is some spicy captured poker face. I'm gonna turn back to the group and say, okay, I think the trap's kind of been laid. What I think we need to do next is we need to somehow maybe loosen his knot or do something that we can time it so that he leaves and we can follow him.
I mean, I can give him a lower back massage and, slice up the rope a little bit at the same time. Because I'm really good at neck everything.
Well, I think that works.
Poofers would like to start moving her back rub down lower. Use her claws to not completely cut the rope, but
listen, your friend is, I know that you don't really care, but it's just getting a little uncomfortable.
What's wrong with
Poofers? Make sure to get a good jab or two in there on accident.
Kidney punch.
Kidney punch.
No, you guys are so evil. Jeez.
I do not kidney punch him. I give him an excellent massage.
He does not look to be enjoying it at all.
That's
4 out of 5 stars.
Okay, so
and you loosen the ropes a little bit. Can you roll sleight of hand for me?
Yes.
Ah. 11. It's not ultra discreet. Like, he definitely notices it, and looks super confused. It's not like an elegant job either. Like, you kind of take a quick look at it after, and you're like, this is very obviously deliberately cut. But who's gonna check the rope, right?
There's a little spit to try and, seal it back together a little bit.
Just all work.
I'd try anyway.
Okay. Alright. He does not comment on this, but looks suspicious and confused.
So I tell him we're gonna have a couple more questions before we feel comfortable about letting you go. And if we get the wrong questions, you may be coming back with us.
Wrong questions.
The wrong answers. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied here. If you don't answer my answers...
Are you fucking sorry?
So yeah, and then do we want to walk out? I think that's an appropriate time to walk out.
You said you're gonna come back for more questions, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm trying to intimidate him into a kind of panic, he needs to try and get away before we come back, and so on and so forth.
Watch him not leave. He just
with disadvantage because you messed up the wording.
Sure. Oh, what did you want me to check?
This is intimidation with disadvantage.
Do I get normal roll because you messed up the word?
You messed up the word.
If you don't question our answers, so help me God.
Alright.
16.
Okay. He has no discernible reaction.
Okay. Walk out. Oh, before we go, he has a sash on him, right? I'd like to use, or does he have a more unique object that I can use locate object on? Something specific.
I mean, he's a prisoner. All of his weapons have been confiscated and everything. He's basically just wearing plain clothes and his sash right now.
Okay, and I'll probably do it on the sash. Unless I'm gonna go out to the guard. Where is this prisoner's items?
They are kept in the armory in kind of the separate section right now. Why would you need them?
I'm just curious what he had on his person.
Oh, well, we have a full report on the...
A dossier?
Invasion, if you will. You can check with Clark for it if you need.
Clark the clerk!
That,
right.
Okay. So
Well,
okay, so we're out
you
of the-
done? Is he still alive in there, or?
well, he also has way less tension in his lower back. So
Yeah, he's alive and feeling good.
Right. Well, have a good day, I guess. I'm just a guard who stands here all day outside a tent. I don't know what time it is. I don't know how long I've been here.
I just go up, put my hand on his shoulder, give him a little smirk, a little shoulder squeeze, and then walk away.
It's the first human contact I've had in 6 months.
You can use a massage. You know what? Come see me later. I'll give you a good massage.
oh no.
She's gonna open up her own beer brewing and massage bar.
The first of its kind combination masseuse/brewer.
Maybe
doesn't
we
want
leave
a
out
nice
the word
tasty beer
parlor.
while you're having a
I feel like it has
massage.
a negative connotation.
Slash
It does have
laundromat.
it has an odd connotation.
Poofers has no idea what that could be referring to.
Come see me later.
Do you actually want to check what is on his person? Would that make sense? Like maybe he has some kind of identifier or a badge or something like that?
Actually,
Yeah.
let's go see what they took off him. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Clark the clerk.
Alright, Clark is at his little, makeshift desk outside the main administrative tent, as per usual, because that is his station. And he sees you approach and kind of, rubs his temples a little bit before looking up with, a very fake smile.
Why does everyone do that to us?
Everyone you talk to, you harass.
Nice.
And
What?
I
says,
feel like everyone hates us a little.
No, everybody likes us. That's why they contemplate what they're gonna say to us when we walk up. It's like, how do I greet my friends this time? They want to mix it up.
I feel it. Maybe it's like a hate us because they ain't us kind of thing.
That's definitely what it is. You know what it is? We're not murder hobos, we're harassment hobos.
yeah,
Murder.
you harass them just enough to piss them off, but not enough to have them kill you.
Ding ding ding.
We could.
Anyways, he greets you with a big grin that is only half convincing,
Poofer smiles right back.
and says, "Wow, my favorite people in camp, definitely not the most high maintenance ones I've ever seen. How are you doing this fine evening/time of day?"
Doing good. We just went and visited the prisoner in cell block 101A. And
Yes, the prison tent, yeah.
The one
yeah,
prisoner.
in the one tent.
The one prisoner we have. Yes, how was that adventure? Do regale me the tales of this.
Well, it wasn't very entertaining. Long story short is there was spitting and massages, and that's all we really got out of it.
What? Oh no.
I'm very sorry I asked. I had a very questionable beverage earlier today, a recommendation by the locals. I think I may have hallucinated something just now. What did you say?
He said spitting and massages.
The interrogation went fine. So
Alright, did you want me to put anything in the report about this salivary massage?
No.
no, I think we
Yes,
can keep that one off the
yes.
books.
He said 5 out of 5 stars. Would come again.
We want to put on the record the review.
Always keep the spit and massage off the box.
Oh no. This is just going down in flames. Okay.
So,
I'll just, we'll just leave that one.
but we were actually curious though about what he had on his person when he was found.
Let me check. And he pulls out a clipboard with some papers on it and kind of flips through some, reads over it. Well, most of his weaponry and armor are in the armory tent over there. Personal effects include his own personal clothing, a few kind of trinkets and stuff. Nothing really of note or value except his necklace. Seemed to be kind of some kind of heirloom or something, but
Could
didn't
we
find
see it, please?
Yes, it's with his belongings in the armory as well. Just in, a little side area. It didn't seem to have any he wouldn't say it didn't seem to have any cultural or historical significance or anything like that. It was just an interesting departure from the kind of disgusting worthlessness of the rest of his effects.
Damn.
Wow. Harsh.
We're very judgmental about what people wear.
Yes, I noticed that you're not wearing any pants.
because I don't need them.
Natural pants.
It hinders her ability to give good massages.
That's not where I was going with that, but sure.
Is there a way that we can get access to the armory?
Sure. And he pulls out a piece of paper, writes a quick note for you, and peels it off, hands it to you, and says, "Just show that to the guards outside. It should be fine. It has my seal on it."
Cool.
You, Clark.
Thank you, Clark.
Please don't take anything. We are, short on supplies, and it's hard to. Just look, no touching.
Okay.
Definitely got that message.
Definitely got that message. Okay. To the armory?
To the armory.
What is the squealing I keep hearing in the background? I can't tell if it's a child or a cat.
That's not mine.
It's Henry.
Oh, it's our mom's dog's toy, squeaky toy, named Henry.
You walk 30 feet over to...
Do you not hear that?
No, I have music playing through the screen, so Chap doesn't hear it
You're
either.
just hearing things in your head.
Yeah, you guys are crazy.
You walk 30 feet over to the armory tent.
Henry's getting murderballed in the background right now.
It's a rubber chicken, if anyone's curious. You walk 30 feet over to the armory tent, and as you want to talk to the guards, you just show them don't walk in.
I mean, we'll do enough of a salutation and show them the note.
All right, it's just kind of like casual greeting, and they let you in without an issue. They do take the note from you though, it's like a one-time entry. And you walk in, and this tent is not like super stocked. They have, a few swords and like a few axes, other weapons, a few pieces of armor, just kind of like all standard grade, mainly as backups if your current arsenal fails you. And then there's a table over to like the right that has it's kind of like separate from the rest of the armor grade, or like the warden grade armor and everything, that has like a few folded up pieces of things, like a chest plate laying over it, and a few swords, and like a little bowl with some stuff, like some personal effects in it.
Okay. Is there some kind of like like an evidence room? Like, is there like a little shoebox with our friend's stuff in there?
You would assume that's the table.
Gotcha. Okay. Can we see the stuff?
Yeah. So there's like a nice dark purple cloak. Well, it's not nice. It's like tattered and disgusting, but smoke.
Went from nice to tattered and disgusting.
There's a few pieces of armor, mainly a chest plate and some like bracers. A couple of weapons, including 2 swords and a crossbow and bolts. In the bowl, there is a few just like minor accessories, kind of like a braided bracelet. That might be from
friendship bracelet.
Maybe. A couple other just like random pieces of like fabric or other things you might have been carrying, maybe like a few scraps of food. And then the kind of like standout item is a silver chain necklace, and it's in like remarkably good condition compared to the rest of everything in the bowl.
Compared to the rest of his trash.
Yeah.
I would like to inspect it, see if there's any inscriptions, any drawings, anything on it.
Can you detect magic too?
Barry.
Right. Yeah, I'll detect magic.
It's not magical. Nothing in here is magical. And the chain is just a chain. There's no pendant on it. There's so like you look very closely. There's no inscriptions or anything. It's just like a nicer piece of jewelry that is uncharacteristic, judging from everything else.
Okay. Okay, so we detected magic. Can like after inspecting it, it doesn't seem like there's anything hidden on it at all. It's just a cool chain, some bling.
It's just a piece of bling.
Some literal bling.
Probably had some meaning to him or something. It's like the only nice thing he owns.
Hey Barry, you should wear this next time we interrogate him.
No, just leave it here. We don't want to steal from the wardens if we don't have to.
Borrow.
And we're sure that this is the necklace that Clark the Clerk was talking about?
Probably. There's nothing else in here that matches the description.
Okay.
I mean, what were you expecting to find, Barry?
I was hoping that maybe there was some kind of signifier similar to like our warden badges or something along those lines.
Yeah, something that would kind of like.
They like the color purple. I guess that's all we got to go off of now.
Do you think that's
Yeah,
their
I
way
also
of
like the
identifying?
color purple, hence my purple cloak. That's not a lot.
Yeah,
to
but they're
call.
also all nefarious. I don't view you as nefarious, don't we?
Do you think this is a network that identifies or able to identify their own through this particular color fabric?
I mean, it seems like they go in a group. They probably all just know each other. I don't think it probably isn't that big. Otherwise, they wouldn't have only sent 5 guys after us,
I
right?
mean, they could be followers of Wolf, and if they are, we don't know how many followers she has. I mean, she is on the Divine Court.
Well, we know that a lot of the Underdark worships her, but that doesn't mean that they're all thieves or that they even know about the gems. These people seem to know about the gems. So, I don't know. Maybe we just, as we thought earlier, maybe we just kind of see where he goes once he inevitably escapes, thanks to my extremely, secretive
How
method of-
close in purple color is his cloak to my cloak?
What color is your cloak?
It's
wanna
a
send me-
purple.
You want to send me the hex code?
purple.
No.
I don't know. Is it a light purple or dark purple?
A dark purple.
Theirs is also a dark purple, but we can say they're different. Didn't put that much thought into it.
I
You're
don't
the
think you can disguise yourself as one of them reasonably.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought.
If there's
is-
only like 10 of them, they'll probably know that you're not somebody they know.
Right. But if there's more, maybe not.
Your hat of disguise self or whatever it was, whatever. I reskin things so often I can't remember. Can give you a new outfit too, so it's not like you'd have to rely on your own cloak.
Okay, then I remembered the color of his cloak.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, do we want to get out of here and wait for him to escape?
I kind of want to take the necklace.
Maybe Barry should go in there invisible and watch him.
Wait, Barry, why do you want to take the necklace? What's that gonna do? She's gonna take his only one possession.
Well, he's not getting that possession back. If he escapes, he's not coming back to the armory.
Are you stealing the necklace? Why?
I mean,
It's fine.
Magnus isn't here today, so
Well,
Someone has to take
why
up
does-
that mantle.
Why does it? So if we're gonna follow him, why does he have to escape? Why don't we just let him go? Why don't we just take his stuff back to him and?
Don't you think the
And
wardens
give him
would
the-
think it was kind of weird if we just let him go?
Well, we
Not
haven't-
only that, but
nobody. What are they gonna do to him? It doesn't seem like anybody seems to care all that much.
the only problem is if we let him go, then he'll be under the suspicion that we're following him or we have some kind of motive for letting him go.
I'm pretty sure he noticed Proofer's
It could have been sloppy.
No, I was totally discreet. It was fine. You guys are.
It is at this moment that you hear some loud clattering across camp and some yelling.
Well, never mind.
My people.
Job
Never
done.
mind.
no.
All right, let's
Grab
let's
the
go to the
necklace.
clattering.
Do you
Pocket
take
that
the necklace?
Yes.
All right, add stolen silver necklace to your inventory.
Cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Proofer's is real happy.
First
so
he
you-
cheats in a tournament to the death, and then he steals a necklace. Who is
Oh, no.
this
Poofers.
Barry?
Poofers,
Maybe you're
if we
bad
run
at-
into him again, we can bargain with it of giving it back for something that we might need, like.
But just don't
Or he
confront
could,
the
or
ward.
he could actually just give it back if we run into him. So it might be useful. If not, he can always return it back here.
Just
Poofers.
don't like what I see out of you, Barry, lately. It's like you're a whole different person.
Poofers. I've
It's the
never been a
drugs.
saint.
Who even are you, Barry?
It's the drugs.
It's the drugs.
He's,
You're on to me. This is drug money.
run toward the sound of the clattering.
Okay, so you sprint over there, rushing, and the guard outside the prison tent has pinned this drow. The guard whose only job it was to make sure this one prisoner doesn't escape has pinned the drow.
Who goes out the front of the tent? Why doesn't he go out the back of the tent?
I didn't say they were in front of the tent.
Yes, you did. A guard
No, I
stands
said
in
you
front of
walked
the
over
tent.
Yeah, he stands there. He checks on the prisoner constantly. And he has pinned this drow and is like holding him up and says, "How did you break free from your restraints? Hey, you over there, did you do something? You were the ones to see him last."
Who first puts her hands behind her back? No, but would you like a massage?
No, can you get over here and help me tie him up again, please?
Yeah, I'll come over there and I'll
I help him as well.
Okay, with your combined effort, you're able to kind of like re-restrain him back against his post, and he just like is like hissing and snarling, like foaming a little bit at the mouth. Yep.
Okay.
Your first attempt has been foiled.
Okay, that's fine. So we're in here, yeah, and
as you notice, no more spitting.
You're training our drow right now.
yeah.
You're housebreaking the
People need a
drow.
lesson in manners.
So
Okay.
what? Is the guard still in here?
Tie a slip knot. behind the
I
back.
mean, yeah, he is monitoring this prisoner who just made an escape attempt more closely now.
Tie it up nice and tight, Barry.
Super tight.
Guys, I think we need a new strategy.
Oh.
Well, I've already given the massage. I'm all out of ideas. If we want this guy to escape, we probably have to distract the guard somehow.
It seems that way.
Aravir, you could go turn on the flirt and talk to him for 10 minutes.
Is nobody questioning that the drone might be suspicious that you're helping him so much?
That is true.
It seems like something we should be.
Maybe we should just let him go and see what happens. Because it might just end up that way.
Well, how long does your ability to track an object last? If we just let things play out with him and leave him alone?
Well, I
See what
can
happens.
track an item for 1,000 feet. So as long as we're aware of when he leaves, then then we're fine.
1,000 feet isn't really that far.
That's
How big
not-
is the
yeah.
camp?
Yeah, so we would have to follow him immediately, pretty much. I mean,
Okay.
1,000 feet is far enough that you can be away from someone that they can't see you. But it's not like, oh, we can have dinner and then go on our merry way.
I think then at this point we should just let him go.
You also, to remind you, know where you can track the remaining gems. Like, he's not your only lead.
True.
That is true. We could just leave him here and then go find the gems. That's one less guy for us to fight.
That sounds much better. Let's
Also
leave him
true.
here tied up.
A prisoner he shall remain with a necklace that has been stolen.
Why don't you wave it in front of him and say if he wants this back, that he maybe needs to give us a little bit more information that might be helpful?
That's funny. I was just going to say that, Ervir, I think you should turn on the flirt just so I can talk to this soury individual for a split second. Distract the guard.
Okay, what does the guard look like again? And his name?
And his stat block.
No one asked his name.
Because no one cares.
Okay, good.
Why do we need the name of every random guard person that we...
Well, I'm just saying,
Well,
like, you
just
can't
turn on
ask
the
me his
flirt.
name out of character. I'm
No,
not.
I thought it was already said, that's why I asked.
Uh-uh.
If it hasn't been said, that's fine. I will use that.
He is a human man. Let's see.
Man guard.
He has a sort of roundish build and an oval, mediocre face, but he looks like he would be like nimble in a battle.
What color is
Thank
his
you
hair?
for that description.
It's straight and auburn, and kind of like cropped.
Okay. Ervir pulls her like Justin. All right, Barry, you do that, and I'll do this.
Give her
I,
a thumbs
like,
up.
turn on the flirt and walk over and put my hand on his shoulder and said, I was so rude. Here I am trying to teach him a little bit of manners, and I haven't been using mine. What's your name?
He starts to like sweat a little bit and look a little uncomfortable. Yeah, it's Gregory, but
Gregory. I love that name.
Is his name Gregory the Guard?
no, if I were gonna do that, it would be Bernard the guard, not Gregory.
Aw, well, that's one to save.
I'm saving Bernard for an important guard, so. Gregory. Yeah, I guess it's alright. It was my father's name.
Oh, really? I bet he was just as handsome as you are. And I just like
Wow.
rub the side of his face.
And he looks like excited but uncomfortable, as he doesn't get a lot of action down here, and he's like, second human contact today.
Oh, I cannot believe such a thing. I'm sure you just have all the girls down here after you. I just like kind of rub his like chest area.
Yeah, and you like squeak down the armor a little bit.
It makes an awkward.
I kind of look at Airbear like,
And he's like, I mean, there's not too many, and usually they're married. It's kind of hard for a guy like me to. But I mean, what is someone like you doing down here? It doesn't seem quite to your caliber. You're very gracious.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm really loyal to my friends, and I have like I think my dagger garter has come a little loose. Do you think you could help me tie it up?
You harlot.
Here, I'll hold my dress.
I'd
You
have to
just tie
see
it
it.
real tight, okay?
This is your turn, DM. Let's go.
get to work, DM.
Roll play.
God, I can't even flirt in real life. Don't do this to me. So
You're making me do it.
I didn't ask you to take it this far.
Go
so
outside.
The girdle.
Yeah,
Continue.
the girdle. Thank you. Wow.
The garter. It's like a garter
Oh, okay. Same
Oh,
thing.
he's
that
It's
holds
like
a
a
dagger.
sexy
It has to be like, yeah.
you see, like lift. It's
Sexy
like that.
dagger girdle.
That moment in Emperor's New Groove where Eve was like, she like pulls up her skirt with the dagger on her leg. It's like, oh, you meant here. I mean,
Oh, we how about
really-
we step outside the tent? We
I
don't
mean,
need to show everyone, do we?
you are outside the tent.
What?
I think you're outside the tent right now.
Okay. Then yeah.
And he's like, I mean, are you sure you're comfortable with this? It's kind of really high up.
Well, I mean,
It's
if,
way up there.
So
if you're too shy, it's
Get in
okay.
there.
yeah. So while that's all going on, I walk in and I kind of hold up the necklace in front of them.
So, all right, I'm glad
Change
we
gears.
moved on. So he looks up at the necklace and his eyes kind of widen for a second, and then he's like, "Do you still have your spell active? Or are you recasting it?"
Let me see. I think languages last for a pretty decent period
It's like
of
an
time.
hour usually.
Yeah, so I would say we're still probably good.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you just recast it anyways. And he's like, "Where
It's all
did you
fine.
steal that from the? Where did you get that?"
Well, when you're in the camp, it's easy to get things, and I think we're just trying to, help each other out.
I was assured that my personal effects would be safe.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah, we were too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I can't understand.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I think the wardens are, and we're kind of considering, taking back up with us. What do we call above the Underdark?
The
them?
surface.
Yeah,
The surface.
The Overdark.
the Overdark. My camera's going all out of. There we go.
Just get real close.
Yeah. It's out of focus. We're thinking of taking you back to the surface to try and understand more. I'm willing to offer you some of your effects if, you can give me some more information on what we want to know. And maybe even let you go.
You want? This doesn't seem. This trade is fairly unbalanced.
As in, unbalanced for us.
You're offering me my father's necklace in exchange for betrayal of my entire organization.
Well, what organization is that?
Organization is probably a poor choice of words. Religious affiliation.
Well, see, this is how I see it. We're just trying to understand a little bit more, and then we'll let you go. I mean, to us, we sold the item already, so we don't really care. I mean, it was
Then
just.
Why do you want to know?
Because you were running through our stuff.
Well, I won't bother you anymore if you no longer have it.
See, we kind of need, before we let you go, we kind of need to know just a little bit more.
What do you want to know?
Maybe what the stones are for, or maybe why it's necessary to steal these things is,
The gems are of significant religious significance to me and my brethren and sisters. It's nothing more than cultural theft for anyone but us to have them.
Well, then I can understand why you'd feel so inclined to go through stuff if it's that important. I mean, I have a
With the
god,
constant
our friends have gods.
invasions of the surfacers, in addition to those disgusting dwarves, we have little of our land and people left. We will keep what little we have close to us.
Where is your home? Is it in town?
My people as a whole.
My people. Where do you are you? Is your religion done in the caves, or is it in town?
The worship of Our Lady Lolth is rampant throughout the Underdark.
Oh, Lolth, you should have said so. And then I kind of whisper on my shoulder, and Styx, my little daddy longleg, comes out.
Oh yeah. Where did you get that spider?
That was from the pet store in back in Wardentown. Right click.
Okay. So a little spider crawls on onto your shoulder.
Yep.
Kind of like. He doesn't. It's not a smirk. It's like he has like a smug look on his face.
I don't think any of us really have a problem with Lolth. I mean, we're here primarily for adventuring and making sure that everything's up to par with civilized
Well, then you have little
society.
use of the gems.
Like I said, it doesn't really sound like you did anything wrong. Here's the thing. I don't know if we're going to be able to convince the rest of the wardens. We may need to help you get out of here, because odds are you're going to go to the surface.
I've already pled my case to them, and they saw little reason to free me. Why should I expect you to betray their will, without some ulterior motive?
Well, sometimes the wardens can be a little harsh. I mean, they're not willing to learn the language down here, and sometimes there's just confusion on misunderstandings.
And I should believe you are apart from them, and you alone are sympathetic to the cause.
I put the necklace in his pocket.
Let's have you roll persuasion with advantage. That was a 20 on the second one, so 25 total.
Roll.
He sighs and nods and says, "Fine."
Cool. Let me just have a moment with some of my friends real quick.
You're gonna go stare into each other's eyes a bit more.
It's
There's some kind of five-way relationship going on. I mean, I'm not one to judge, just you have an exotic composition here.
like I said, sometimes there's misunderstandings of perception. Okay. I have this guy primed up. Basically, we need to get him to leave, but we kind of need to do it on the down low.
Well, Aravir's out there.
Yeah,
just
so it's
doing
me,
a stellar
Poopers, and
job with this guard.
Yeah.
So now's a good time. This guard probably can't see straight at this point.
Yeah, how is that going, by the way? Is there any sounds going on outside?
It's mostly just like nervous mutterings as he's like trying not to be rude, helping Aravir, and she's just like way overcompensating. Like he's clearly not socially competent.
There's just
Okay.
a lot of profuse sweating going on outside.
Yeah,
One of the tent walls is getting wet from the outside.
yeah. Aravir is doing an excellent job though.
Okay. Okay, so he's hypnotized. Do we just let him go now and then
Just
keep our
walk
distance and
out.
follow him? Poopers?
You're near the edge of camp, but like you would still have to sneak him out. Like there's still a chance someone would see you.
I can cast, what's it called? My cleric ability.
Pass without a trace.
Wait, why don't we just ask the wardens to let him
I mean, we can.
go? They kind of seem to leave it up to us to determine what to do with them.
Did they?
Yeah,
DM
what they say.
can... Is that accurate?
It was 2 weeks ago. Otherwise, I'd make you roll a history check. They only kept him because he was going through your stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, with that retroactive knowledge, then yeah, I'd probably just go request for his release.
Okay. Who are you gonna request it from?
Would the clerk
Clerk.
be appropriate for this situation?
Probably. So you go up to Clark and he says, "Oh, it's been 15 minutes.
It
What
sure
can I
has.
do for you?"
Well, we talked to the prisoner in Tent 1A, and everything kind of seems to check out. I think it was just a misunderstanding, and I don't think that we really want to hold a bunch of the natives in jail. So I think it's okay to let him go.
I mean, if you're certain, we only kept him detained. We didn't perceive him as much of a threat. So if your business is finished, you're free to release him. Can you grab his belongings on your way out?
Sure.
It would be fairly unkind to leave him unarmed to face the darkness alone and all of its creatures.
I really don't want to give him this stuff back.
Words are difficult.
I know.
I mean, okay, his point is, are you gonna send him unarmed into the Underdark?
right.
No.
No, we can give him a sword.
Give him his stuff back.
All right, Captain Honorable. Okay. Can we get another note to retrieve his items?
Yeah. He hands it to you. You go get the items without a problem, and I assume bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
He also gives you a note to give to the prison guard, which is basically like a dismissal for now.
Cool.
Not like a dishonorable discharge or anything.
Has
like,
Aravir just been kind of like holding her
I
dress
think-
up for like a good 30 minutes now?
No, she's like there, like, oh, do you have any brothers or sisters, or just like trying to get him to like talk about himself and like
Yeah, he's
any
like,
interest. I'm
You're
like,
bored.
really?
I like
As
how
we-
this is completely unnecessary.
yeah. At this point, he has stopped paying attention to his job altogether.
Yeah. So as we walk by, we just hand him the note, and then I say, okay, we're good, Aravir.
Nice talking with you, Gregory. Thanks for your help.
He was
Bye.
like mid-sentence, like, "Oh, all right. Well, I hope to see you around camp sometime. Maybe I'll stop by." All right. Great talking.
All right.
He's just like walking away.
Oh,
Later.
Poor Gregory.
Aw, don't you ever feel bad
Used
about
and
that,
abused.
Aravir?
Feel bad about what?
Go
I
free
was
our
raised
darkness,
to use what
friend.
you have, and sometimes, you know,
All right,
Poor
go back
Greg.
to the.
Yep.
just like you and your massages.
That is true.
So,
You don't massage and tell Air.
so speaking in Oldish,
Airfare's a flirt. She's nothing
Yeah.
more.
speaking in Oldish, are we all ready to, do our thing when this guy leaves?
Ready?
Cool. And I turn and speak to him, and I hand him his items. You're free to go.
Do you know where the gem that you sold in camp is kept? Or
Well,
who may have come into possession of it?
there is a gentleman in town, roaming, goes by the name of... I blank out and I look over, I need a name.
Beetle.
Yeah, but then Beetle might get killed.
Upkiss.
Sure. It's a roaming shopkeep by the name of Bupkis.
But you had said it was a warden shopkeep at camp.
It's a roaming warden shopkeep. That is actually what I implied.
And he went into the town.
He roams around, he goes between the surface and the Underdark.
Interesting, I've never seen him before. And he takes his gear, equips himself, says, well, I appreciate you freeing me. And it happened. Alright, I'm leaving. And he turns and sprints out the tent and then away.
Okay.
How fast is he?
I mean, he's running.
Fast.
He's standard speed. 30 feet a second. No, 6 seconds. 5 feet a second.
Oh my god, he's going so fast! Okay. I'm assuming, the plan would be to let him kind of go out of sight, and then I'm going to start tracking him with locate object.
Okay. You wait like a couple minutes maybe, or like a minute or so. He is heading in the direction of the town.
Okay. Do we want to follow him? Gang, follow?
Yeah, but I vote we don't. If there aren't any gems near where he's going, I vote we just leave it alone.
That's fine. He may be trying to scout out Bupkis. And
Yeah.
at the moment, he's going to find Bupkis.
Yeah. So are you following him?
Yes.
Okay. He leads you over toward KO, where you see him in the tavern talking with the barkeep over something. And then he, after kind of like a back and forth, it's not heated, but it's not like peaceful, he sighs and grabs a drink and sits down.
Okay. By the way, is there only one bar in this town? Or is there multiple? Okay.
This is my bartender friend.
Yeah, this is our bartender friend who also doesn't like that religion, allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, I wouldn't call him your friend. I would call him
I would call him my friend.
I would call him
Everybody
Acquaintance.
her friend.
someone you associated with and someone who tolerated you when Callie was around.
An associate.
Tolerated
I have a
me
good rapport with
really means
him.
Friendship.
Alright.
What's he doing in there, Barry?
He's doing what I do all the time.
He's drinking
Gets.
the gross stuff.
I mean, if I just got out of jail, I'd probably go drink. But then I'd also drink in jail.
Do we want to wait until he's done? Do we want to?
I'm pretty sure you did drink in jail, Barry.
Pretty sure.
Stakeout.
Stakeout? Alright. I pull out all the little extendo cups that I have, and I start pouring my little infinite beer brew.
Alright, so we have in this small Underdark town with only like 5 or 6 buildings in it, 5 surface exotic creatures sitting at the window of the bar, drinking and watching the inhabitants.
Well, we have locate object. I mean, like, I was thinking more like we're
Get
chilling in
outside
there.
the town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're at that little weird park pond thing.
Pond. Weird. It's a pond.
Under a bridge.
We do love
Is there
those
someone
parks.
smoking?
There are people smoking, actually.
Anyone look
Wow.
like Bess? Like a bus?
No, they're all drow.
I walk by and say, smoking's bad for your health. And just keep walking.
Umbra's like, what the hell, man?
It's Umbra.
That is where he hangs out. That's where we find him all the time.
That's true. I do the finger guns at him.
And he goes like, oh. So you sit there and monitor this drow for some time. After he seems to like move on from the bar, he pokes around the town a little bit before going into the old shop that was abandoned.
Oh.
Ooh.
Really?
Yep.
Curious.
Let's get a closer look at this one.
Yeah. Does he?
You want to roll stealth, or are you just gonna go look?
I'm not the right guy for stealth. That might be a berry thing.
Yeah, I should probably use Blessing of the Trickster on myself.
You could just turn invisible too.
Yeah, you could do that.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, I'll just turn invisible, and I have the boots of Elvenkind, so I don't make any
Yeah.
sound. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you're virtually undetectable. Alright, you go like look in the dirty window, and he's in there kind of just like going through what remains, like
Is he
like,
sad?
book on a shelf. He's sad? No, he looks just like bored and he's poking around. He finds like a book on one of the shelves or something, and then like takes a seat and just starts reading that.
Well, I telepathically message. This guy's reading.
Do you think he knows that we're following him?
I mean, do we have an inclination?
Does he have locate object and he knows you're standing right outside?
No. Don't mess with my mind, poofers.
I'm not messing with your mind, but I mean, he's doing nothing. It sounds like he's stalling.
Am I able to make out what the book is?
Not from this distance.
Okay. I suppose we can let some time pass. I'm also invisible for an hour.
Yeah, I mean, he literally like hangs out, like he gets bored of reading and starts like playing with a knife or something. It looks like he's just trying to kill time.
Okay. Yeah.
If he's just trying to kill time, that means he's waiting for something.
He's either waiting for something or he's waiting to leave when it's well, it's dark all the time, I guess. But he's probably
when it's dark.
he's waiting for it to be
He's
dark
waiting
out.
for it to be dark.
But yeah. I suppose he's waiting for everyone to go to sleep, even though it's dark all the time. Or he's waiting for someone to show up when it's less crowded. It's one or the other. I'm relaying this back to the group.
Well, I mean, Barry, do you sense any gems around here at all? Besides the ones that we have?
Sure. Can I sense any movement from those other gems? I suppose I have to touch one of those gems, don't I, to get that extra?
You also have to recast locate object to
Yeah, not fun.
Well, I mean, you have eyes on the guy, right? So you can lose
Yeah.
that location.
Alright.
So, one gem is near but apart from the rest, like probably a few thousand feet away. So it's like not super far.
Is anything moving?
One is moving slightly. And the remaining three are pretty much stationary.
Sorry, it's a couple thousand feet away from the other gems, or from
Yes,
us?
from the
Okay.
well, it's farther from you than it is from the other.
Yeah, they're pretty far out there. Theoretically,
Yeah.
at this city.
Yeah.
Barry, what do you see?
Well, it doesn't really seem they're pretty much in the same area though, right?
Yeah, like I would say it's more like if four were in a house, one is like 3 houses over kind of deal. Like they're near each other but not
Gotcha.
like super
Close, but
far.
not too close.
Yeah.
It seems like those other gems, they haven't really moved that much.
So maybe these people don't have them at all, or no. I mean, if they knew where they were, they'd probably go right for him, right? So Maybe we should just give up on this guy and go look for the gems and stuff.
What time is it right now?
Dark.
Dark o'clock.
I don't know. You've spent like 2 or 3 hours dealing with this.
Wait! And I pull out my clock. And go. It is not 10:52 a.m.
I pull out my pocket sundial and mess with it for a minute.
Thanks, Shy.
Have very useful time.
Negative
Here.
intelligence.
Cast light.
No, stay still. You're moving it.
Well, it seems like he's just waiting for something right now. I don't know if we should check on him or stay here or.
Let me ask you, how long have we been awake?
Probably like 4 hours.
Okay, so we still have like a chunk of
What?
a
So
day
it's like
left
afternoon
before we
technically.
have to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, like an afternoon left.
I mean, we can hang out here for a little bit. If they don't know where they are now, they're not gonna know in a couple hours, you know?
Sure. Okay. Then let's just camp out.
Yeah, in discreet locations. Make it seem like we aren't doing anything.
You're staking out?
Yeah, we'll stake out until it's 5 or 6 hours past dinner time, whatever that is.
So until you're ready to go to bed, essentially.
Well, I mean, we want to see what happens to this guy. Seems like the gems
All
aren't
right.
going anywhere.
He just looks miserably bored for literally the entire duration of this. He doesn't do anything particularly interesting, like he sits there and like carves something into the wood of the table, or like goes back to get a drink, takes a nap. He looks like he is genuinely trying to pass time. He doesn't look like he casts any magic or anything like that. He just is bored.
But we
waiting
give
for
up on
something.
this for the night and go sleep. I can
but
leave
he's
my
waiting.
book. I can leave my book.
Okay. He's
Could-
waiting for some. He's waiting for something.
It's clearly waiting.
I mean, because otherwise, just go on with your life, man. I mean, like this can't be the life he's living. This isn't the normal.
I'm the only one that speaks this language. I'm gonna burn through my spell slots. He was talking to the bartender apparently. I wonder if he was asking about that shopkeep. Or
He could be. He could just be in town waiting to go investigate and try and find the word vendor that doesn't exist. So maybe we just leave him be. Maybe we aren't gonna get anything out of him. Why don't we just go to bed? Let's have a couple beers, go to bed, see how Magnus is doing with his burrito.
Sure. I'd love to hear from Magnus about his burrito.
You get a series of grunts and groans in response.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Magnus.
So I guess we return and go to sleep for the night.
Alright, you guys take a rest. Bjorn, you do not lose an exhaustion point yet. And get a good night's rest. Wake up in the morning. What do you do?
I'm sorry, you said that I lost another exhaustion point?
You do not.
Why wouldn't I? Because it was a long
Because
rest.
the DM has said that there needs to be consequences for your actions.
Okay. I thought it was after. Alright, that's fine. Whatever.
No,
Is-
you already lost 2.
Yeah.
And I'm not just gonna let you spend 4 days sleeping it off, so.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough.
He
Okay.
has 3, right? Or he had 3?
I had 4, and I'm down 2. So I'm at 2, which is what? That's like half movement, and I forget what the other one is.
Disadvantage on ability checks, which I
Right.
don't think you've been doing, but do
Okay.
it from now on.
Do we want to start to go after the gems?
So
We can.
Okay, so I wanted to bring up. We're clearly hunting for the rest of these gems, but what's our end game once we have all of them? Because clearly, then we are prime target for a really
Bad time.
a really powerful spider goddess of death who wants the gems, and we're just gonna have them all. So
So the goal is we want the ritual to summon Lol to start, and then we want to stop it so it can never proceed. So we want to make sure that she can't do this sometime in the future with a bunch of other people.
okay. Okay.
The essence of it is if you don't do it, someone else is going to, and they're going to succeed.
Okay. Well,
So
Gem
we
hunt?
need to be the failures, basically.
we're good at that. That's
Yes.
no worries there. That's our forte. Let's go find us some gems.
Do we want to take Magnus with us? Is he just sleeping it off all day?
He is not fighting in fighting condition.
Barry, we can bundle him. We can make him into like a little burrito of his own. and
swallow
put him
him
on your back.
good.
Take him
Taking-
with us.
Taking Magnus is going to significantly slow your pace. And
I
he's
don't
getting
want to
loud.
get there and then Magnus suddenly is back and stuck in camp by himself.
You can take the risk. You just might get ambushed. He's loud. He's slow.
He's just barfing the whole time.
Yeah. He stinks.
Stinks.
What do you guys think? Is it worth taking Magnus? Is he gonna help?
I don't think he can really help. I mean,
Not only that, but I still have kind of a wicked hangover from cheating.
Alright, let's just leave Magnus. Sorry, Magnus. He's staying.
Tempe's with us at least, so
We do have Tempe.
Alright, do we want to kind of move toward these gems? Theory is that they're in this lost city. We might want to mark on a map our way here, just in case we have to come back or something.
Yeah, we need to do a little cartography and figuring out.
Let's have our dumbest person do
I
that.
pull out my parchment of awesome hand-drawn maps.
Tempest will assist you as he
my God.
will correct you as you draw on a line. This he's like, no, take a right there.
But he does it very tactfully, so he doesn't make me feel like I'm
he's-
a 9 intelligence idiot.
Like, oh, that looks really good. I think I remember us taking a right here. Oh,
Every time he
exactly.
suggests something, I just go, "Oh yeah, you're right," and I just kind of move along.
There's a point where you guys sit down for a rest, and then you get up again, and you take out the paper, and he picks it out of your hands, turns it around, and puts it back down. So you can try, buddy.
Does he pat my head too?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we got our plan.
All right. So you guys head out into the darkness. Let me switch my note page. All right.
I would like to especially listen for footprints, by the way.
Okay. Can you roll a survival check? You guys can go check on the town real quick if you wanted to.
Just take the first one. Oof.
I mean, do we want to do a quick check? Maybe check in that store, just like a little drive-by as we leave town?
We can.
yeah,
Sure.
we could do that. Little walk by.
All right. You do that, and the drow is in fact still there. At which point Tempest says, "I don't want to be like that person, but maybe he just knows that there's a high chance we'd follow him."
Yeah, I think he's a lost cause. Let's just go.
So, let's move into the Underdark. We're not having best 2.0 done here.
We are very thorough investigators.
You investigate just such insignificant things.
We investigate a lead. We have 2 leads, and we're going to investigate
The chain has significance. It must mean something.
Yeah, you're the one that was like,
He just
oh,
has
you
a
know,
necklace."
there was a really interesting necklace, with
Said it was a nice
inflection in your
necklace.
dossier. And then it turns out it's just a crappy silver necklace.
It's not crappy. It's nice.
Oh, okay.
Wait. So you're throwing shade at us for looking into the dude who was rummaging through our stuff when we got
No, I'm throwing
back?
shade at you for spending an entire day watching him.
Okay.
Okay.
We got time to kill. We're not on a time limit here. It's
Yeah, we.
Yeah, probably not. I'm sure there's nothing else going on in the world. Anyways, so you head out into the darkness, following the kind of like Viren's leading, I assume. You kind of like taking the twists and turns as you see fit toward. Which group are you going toward? Are you going toward the one-off gem or the ones that are all kind of collected?
Well, you said it's like 3 houses down. So
That was a metaphor. The houses are like 1,000 feet wide.
those are big houses.
Yeah.
What do we think? Do we go for the 3 or we go for the 1? The 3 is
Is
probably
the
going to
one-
be
Or
this,
heavily
the-
guarded.
sorry, it's
Closer
4.
to
It's
us?
4 and 1.
Sorry, 4 and 1.
Is
The
the
one
one
is-
closest?
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably hit that on the way there because we're gonna need them all anyway, right?
Probably.
Also, without Magnus, if maybe we should just kind of steer clear of major run-ins since we are down 1.5.
Was the Hydra not a major run-in? That thing was terrible.
Right. So let's not do that again until we're back on track.
All right. Do you want to take a quick break and then we'll go into our Underdark adventures?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, guys. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. All right. Wow. Large Troy enters the picture.
Giant Troy.
Okay. So you guys have been walking for some time toward this kind of one-off, also giant Viren, this one-off gem on its own, and you come across a large cavern where you feel up ahead. It's like somewhere nearby. Amazingly, you didn't run into anything on your way here. And I would like a perception check from everyone, please.
$15.
19.
12.
Okay.
11, because I have disadvantage. Yep.
Yes. Poofers and Troy here, up ahead, what sounds kind of like shuffling or activity. All of you can see, because it is normally pitch black down here, a sort of luminous glow up ahead that is very uncharacteristic of the Underdark.
What color is the glow?
Orange, like a nice.
Like a fire color.
Like a poofer's color.
Is it flickering or is it constant?
It is flickering.
Guys, do you see that? It looks like fire up ahead, maybe?
And I heard some
Uh-oh.
shuffling. Could you guys hear that as well?
I heard the shuffling. There
I
were
didn't hear
some
anything.
candy kids up ahead.
But we need to be very on guard.
Okay, I guess we should probably approach this pretty slowly. Barry, is the gem up ahead near where that fire is?
Do I sense it?
It is up ahead. You don't know where exactly.
All right, let's move forward very slowly.
Everyone be very aware of your surroundings.
Also, I used a different map builder this time, so if you like this look better. This is the worst tool. Okay. I will distribute a little bit because it's too much work to do it incrementally. There we go. So there is a large cavern up here. And as you kind of approach and peek around the corner, you see over here is a fire going, like a little makeshift camp, and there are 3 armored people sitting around it, kind of chilling.
What race are they?
They are armored. You can't tell from the back
Okay.
necessarily.
I would like to use Know Your Enemy on all 3 of them. Is there anything you...
Can you all roll stealth for me if you're trying to spy on them first?
well, okay.
Because you have to observe them for a full minute.
Yeah. You can definitely look at their level.
Yeah.
Do you want their level, and then usually I go for either like AC or HP.
Don't
If
do
there's-
AC, do HP.
If they're armored, we know that they're probably gonna have a high AC.
I mean, there's other things I can look at. Those are typically.
I think the HP is the more important one because, like, the AC, if we fight them, it's not gonna. We're gonna try and hit them, right? We're gonna figure it out. So.
So you're looking at HP and total level.
Correct.
Level's difficult.
Well, you can just compare it to ours. I mean,
Yeah, I'll give you a relative, like I'll say like higher or lower. Higher level,
can you say like much higher or?
not significantly, slightly higher.
Okay.
And each of them has 200 hit points.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, there's 5 of
Goodness.
us, so.
Well, yeah, they all have each more than twice the hit points that I have.
I can do 50 damage a turn. consistently.
Yeah. Keep in mind
It's not a
that,
big
you know,
deal.
if this is a combat, then they're not gonna have 20 HP.
I guess I'm just used to solo fighting. Okay,
True.
let's gung ho then.
Well, we don't know if they're hostile. Do we want to just come out and say hello?
Is there any way to make out like their armor? Do they look like they're adventurers or
Yeah.
bandits or?
And do they have the gem now that we're closer?
They do not have the gem. However, they seem to be just kind of like if you get close enough to like closely observe what they're wearing and everything, they'll see you. But from a distance, they seem to just be kind of like sitting around a fire, like having a drink, having a rest, really.
I mean, we could just sneak past him, or we could say hi.
I can cast Cloak of Shadows.
Well, would maybe one of us or two, like, don't show them our entire numbers just yet if we're gonna say hi.
I'll go say
Just
hi. I
before-
can say hi. Do you want me to say
Okay.
hi? I'll do it. I'll go.
Poofers, be safe.
All right. I notch
Okay.
an arrow and get within line of sight.
Hello. How are you guys?
So you kind of
Roll for
startle all of
initiative.
them. There are 3 in total. And let's see, the one closest to you, so this one, kind of like turns and like looks at you for a second, and says, "Have I seen you around camp? You look really familiar." And as you kind of look closer, you see that they are wearing Warden Great Armor.
Thank God we didn't attack you guys.
Oh, I guess, yeah, we lit the fire. I guess that's kind of dangerous, but we, one of us is wounded. We kind of needed a break and just kind of hope for the best, I guess.
Can I roll insight to see if I recognize this guy, or if he seems to be sincere, or if they're wearing stolen armor?
Bullshit check. Good call.
Good
Yeah.
call.
That's not gonna help me much. I'm very trusting. I rolled a 4.
Yeah. You think you recognize this guy? He's got Warden Armor on.
Got warden armor. I start to speak to them in Oldish.
They speak back to you in...
Oh. Okay, I wave everybody forward. I'm like, okay, these guys are legit. They speak Oldish, everybody. They speak Oldish.
Oh.
Yes, you have seen me around camp. I'm the small orange cat that gets into everybody's business. Hi, Supers, how are you? And a frog jumps out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think you're the... Yeah, I've seen you around. You guys disappeared for a few days. Most of us thought you died.
Didn't die. Actually, we're just fine. But yeah, we're just, exploring the caves. We got some stuff to look at. But one of you guys is hurt. Do you need help?
I mean, we should be able to make our way out soon enough. We just kind of needed we fought some of the creatures down here, some like bird-looking things, kind of.
Bird things. What kind of bird things?
Well, they were like kind of like got like the face of a bird, but they were also like half bug. It was really confusing. I don't know what they were. Had
Did they
some.
smell tasty? Because both birds and bugs are decidedly tasty things.
Poopers, I need your roll perception, please. I don't know. They were very threatening. They definitely were not like. I wouldn't consider them appetizing. As you're getting very close to this kind of like campfire, you get a very faint smell of sulfur. Just your nose a little bit.
Yeah. Sulfur.
Anyways, you're welcome to join
telepath
us.
to the group. I'm like, do you guys smell that?
They're gonna have to get closer. You have to be within 15 feet of Tempest. Everyone does.
Well, I waved everybody over, so
Did you
That's
guys
a
go
good
over?
Yeah.
not very.
I'm sorry, say again. Sorry, I was.
You gotta
Okay.
move close to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to join us around the fire if you'd like. Just take a quick break with this many numbers. I'm sure nothing's gonna pop in on us.
Smell of sulfur. Does it seem to be coming from the fire?
It's coming from like the whole area, like the little campfire. For sure. Just like the whole area.
I'd like to
Does
kind
that
of
mean-
like look over the scene, see if anything sticks out to me. I'm getting a little suspicious now.
I need you to roll investigation then. Oh, also don't forget all perception checks and investigation checks should be done with disadvantage because we're in dim light. actually here it's okay because we're in full light, but normally.
12.
You kind of like look closely, and they just seem like a bunch of normal guys. They just smell a little weird.
I'd like to telepath to the group. Like, these guys smell funky.
All right. I'm gonna, if she telepathically messages that, I'm gonna look around as well.
Okay, investigation, please.
— 16.
All right. Troy, you kind of like get the sense, like, now that Poopers has pointed something out, you kind of like are on high alert and you look for things, but you can't like. Between the flickering of the lights and the just pure darkness everywhere else, it's just really hard to pick out any like one constant thing. But you kind of like feel uneasy.
Okay.
So you're wounded. What's wrong with them?
Yeah, his leg got kind of like impaled by one of the bird blade leg things. It was not fun. Do any of you know medicine actually? That would be really helpful for Save Kid or anything.
I have one. So you guys were fighting those monsters, and I start to like bend down with the first aid kit, and I'm kind of like fidgeting with it to make it look like I'm busy, but I'm not going to start actually helping him yet.
Can you go ahead and make a dex saving throw?
Low rolls 7.
Okay. So, as you kind of like bend down and get real close to this, you see a little bit of shuffling in the dirt, and you kind of start to take a step back to ambush, or sorry, not to ambush, to defend yourself in this kind of like suspicious circumstance, when the 3 people in front of you kind of burst away and explode into long red tendrils of kind of like mixing and flowing flesh.
Not clear. Not clear.
You see the faces of these men kind of like meld into a sea of other faces. And there are 3 kind of like large tentacles where these people were standing. I need everyone to roll initiative, and also Poofers, you're taking damage.
And also Poofers, screw you.
Well, you failed your dex save. So kind of like as this person transformed into a tendril, you were caught off guard, and it struck out at you and kind of grabbed you for a moment. You're taking 33 damage. Oh, actually, no. You need to make a wisdom saving throw as well, please. Okay,
18.
that matched. So you're only going to take 16 damage for now.
Wait, so 16 damage total, or 33 plus 16?
16 damage. 16
Okay.
psychic damage. And you kind of like feel your very essence and your very consciousness being pulled toward this creature. And then so right now you see kind of like 3 large tendrils appearing from the ground, ready to attack all of you.
I yell at the party, he's got brain power! Troy, you're safe!
Roy wipes the spit from the sides of his mouth.
All right, so
Nice.
top of the round is 1915.
Ooh, Tempest.
Did you see my roll? It gave me like a weird notification.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
rolled
5.
Okay. My glorious roll of 5.
Yeah,
Damn, Tempe! Why does it roll
Tempe
with a
going
0.14?
first.
it's just a setting I have to make like to break ties essentially. Aravir is next, followed by Troy. And then Pooh first, and then Beerend. Okay. So, time to start. Tempest is first, which sucks, because usually he's more of a reactionary character than a not reactionary character.
I will gladly take your initiative in trade.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Each object, any creature. Alright, the first thing he's gonna do is throw up a fairy fire on the tendril. So must make a dex saving throw. Okay. They failed. And you see all three of these tendrils light up in a kind of bluish glow and then trace backward, kind of back over here, where you see a much larger, I could only find a skull token, but I'll go ahead and post an image for reference. It's like a large mound of red, like twisting flesh that kind of seems to like a slimy red flesh that seems to be kind of changing shape. And I will post in our context channel a reference image.
Yeah, if you want to check out the context, go ahead and check out the link below to our Discord. You can check out the gruesome image that I'm sure our DM just posted.
It's fine. And so the tendrils run back toward that creature. And then also flanking it are two kind of like bird-ish creatures, which I also couldn't find tokens for, so it is what it is. And I will post images of those as well.
Neat.
I think they look like birds. Kind of like...
Those do not look at all like birds.
They do, they look like chickens.
They look more like crabs or
That's-
shrimp or
Yeah.
something.
I'm
That is
curious
not
how you
bird.
see the world
It's
in
like a
general if
crab
you
and a
think that's what
dinosaur.
birds look
Yeah,
like.
it looks like a
It's not a-
dinosaur shrimp.
Bird
I would
dinosaurs.
say
Birds
No,
are
it's like
dinosaurs.
a crab and a dinosaur had a baby.
It's a
I would say
bird.
s-
face.
It's not a
Scorpion.
bird.
Got like the neck, like the turkey neck.
It's like a scorpion.
It has a turkey neck. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I mean,
That's what they are.
It doesn't
Whatever
show it
you
in the image, but I assure you that creature has a turkey neck.
It does show it in the image. You can see it. It's all fleshy and hangy and gross. I'm right. You're wrong. So, anyways, I will drop these tokens and replace them. And then who should he inspire? Why doesn't Poofers take an inspiration, a bardic inspiration? It's a D8,
That's a D8 on top of what?
D20 roll.
Okay.
And if you fail,
Just one time?
yes, if you fail the roll though, you get to keep it.
Okay.
Um,
And do I have to use it or can I save it?
You can save it for whatever D20 roll
Okay.
you want. Okay, so that brings us to Arier.
alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the giant red head thingy, grossness thingy, with a third level ray of sickness.
What is the range on that?
120 feet, but I also have smell sniper, so double that.
It is actually 60 feet. It's 120 doubled.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Make a ranged spell attack on a hit, 2d8 poison damage. So.
And a con
does-
save to remain poisoned.
Yep.
I'm gonna move.
It did pass its save, so it's not poisoned. But it does take the 18 poison damage.
It's pretty good damage.
There you go. That brings us to Troy.
Okay. Two questions. Are those squiggly red dots still the tendrils?
Yes.
Are they still there? They haven't retracted completely?
Yeah.
Okay. And is this thing in the middle? Is that like...
It's like a wall. It's not just like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a wall.
Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna just not 2 arrows, and I'm going to use sharpshooter on both of them, going for the fleshy blob thing. And
What's the name of the blob? I was thinking
I
Bob.
can't- Oh god.
Bob the Blob.
You gonna attack?
yeah, sorry, I had to remember how to set it. So I got to do the second one with sharpshooter. Hold on 1 second. And there. Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah. 2 bad rolls.
Wow.
That
Okay.
one.
Awesome.
Um.
And then I'm
So you are shooting
gonna-
over 2 of your teammates from your current position. You also have to actually move because you don't have line of sight from there, so you have to go over here. So never mind on the line of sight or on the over your friend's thing.
Oh, because of this thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is a 1 and a 9. Neither of those hit. You are thrown off by watching people get consumed into fleshy red goo. And are unable to properly line up your arrows for the time being. It is now this creature's turn, and it is going to. Oh god, can't erase stuff with roll 20, which sucks.
At the end of my turn, could I take cover?
Yeah, you can move. Go ahead.
I'm gonna join air. I'm gonna guard air of ear.
Hens in the hen
You
house.
scaredy cat.
Thank you, Meat Shield.
Let me grab a placeholder token.
The tentacles looked like they were made of the same red fleshy stuff as the blob. Yeah.
Yeah.
Malleable material.
Okay, those are the tendrils, but they're supposed to be red. And they're actually, you can see now that they've like lifted themselves out of the dirt, they are connected back to this bigger creature, which is going to move about over here. And then the tendrils are going to make some attacks. This one retracts for now. And these 2 move a little closer to Poofers. And oof. No, one's gonna move towards Biren. Let's be fair. And let's see. To Poofers, we have a 24 to hit. And on Biren, that was
miss.
only a 12.
That
Oh
misses.
wait, I have +2 AC now, don't I? Because I got that item.
Thanks for hosting, Matic the Button Smasher.
I don't. It's a 24. I think it hits you anyways. So you will be taking a total of 16 bludgeoning damage plus 5 psychic damage. And Biren.
Hit me for 12, yeah? Or,
Yeah, but I
Cool.
also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
hmm.
Okay, you passed, so you'll take half damage, which is down to 20 psychic damage.
Ouch.
As the kind of just like ominous presence of this creature and the sheer like mental force of it seems to kind of overwhelm you a little bit.
Can I use the absorb elements?
I don't think psychic is elemental damage, so. What does absorb elements actually list?
Yeah, it's not psychic.
Yeah.
Nope. So I just take that straight to the face.
Yeah. Alright. It's now the other 2 creatures' turns, and they are very far away, so they have to spend their whole turns moving.
Well, that really stung. Also, was that like a ranged attack? Because he's like 5 feet away from me, so...
It is not a ranged attack.
Okay.
He has a really large reach.
Ooh, interesting.
So this creature, you actually don't see him, but you hear him burrow underground and then pop up right there. And this creature gets just about as far. And it is now Poofer's turn.
Oh boy. Poofer's looks fairly hurt, actually. So she's gonna cough up some blood and rage. She's gonna go, I don't like being hurt! And she gets kind of big and poofy. She will take an attack of opportunity if she moves. So what she's going to do is take 2 spinning slashes at the tentacle to her bottom right.
Okay. Go ahead and make those attacks. Okay, so the first is a 22 to hit. And as you kind of like sever, it's actually very easy to cut through this. You just straight up sever that tendril off of the creature. And you see it kind of like flap around on the ground for a second, and then it just reconnects.
Alright, so I see that
yeah,
happen after the first attack.
Yes.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do is slide. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity from the other one. What the heck? I'll hit the second one another time. That's it.
Okay. It doesn't seem to do damage to the creature, but it does like sever it for a moment. But it reforms very quickly.
So since the first creature that I hit in my rage was the blob, I'm guessing that all of his tentacles and himself are now under my effect. It's disadvantage against anybody but me, and resistance to whatever he hits you with for everybody but me.
Yeah, sure.
Woohoo!
So all of his attacks are doing half damage?
To everybody except me.
Okay.
But he wouldn't know that! Don't metagame!
No, I'm not. I just didn't know you were that powerful. That's fine. Baron, your turn.
Did you say that didn't hurt the main flesh blob?
Well, the tentacle just reformed very quickly.
But no damage sustained to the flesh blob?
You guys can't see it very well, so you wouldn't know. It just didn't look like it damaged the tendrils.
I am going to use my... Well, the first thing I'll do is I'll bring out Dr. Ink. And hang on, let me place him.
This is very large today.
The effects of those drugs had not worn off.
Oh, they sure have.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
And Dr. Ink is going to... Are the bird people underground still?
No, they popped out.
I shouldn't even be calling them bird people.
They're bird people.
They're not bird people.
So you're so wrong.
And I'm gonna have him whack on that bird person across the way from the fireplace.
This one. The one. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make those attacks. $13 does not hit. So it's able to kind of like deftly just jump out of the way for that.
So Dr. Ink is like, "You're not a bird," and takes a swipe at him, but it's...
He is a bird. He's got a turkey neck.
And but he's distracted by how ugly this not bird is, and kind of swings too far to the right. And then for my action, I am going to... I'm going to disengage.
Okay. Anything else you want to move? Okay. specter with it.
Sorry, like I have to push talk and then I have to alt tab. And...
Yeah, I have a lot of tabs open too, so I can't see if you're muted or something. Okay, it's Tempest's turn then. Seeing that Poopers is fairly hurt,
I'm at half health. What do you mean barely hurt?
you got said fairly, not barely.
Oh, okay.
I heard barely.
Like, excuse me.
I am half health too, by the way.
Well, I can only heal one person right now. You guys also advantage to hit. I just remembered because he cast Fairy Fire. Can
Oh,
we'll take.
Dr.
It's
Rain.
fine. It's too late. Yeah, you can reroll that one if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
That still doesn't hit. So you're fine.
16
Okay.
does not hit the bird people. The not bird
16.
people.
They are birds. Creature you touch. Okay, so Tempest is gonna come up towards Poopers, and place a hand on her shoulder. And since you're already in combat with light and stuff, he'll just play his instrument. It's fine. And let's do a 3rd level Cure Wounds on you.
Heck yeah.
So you gain 19 HP back. Oh wait, more. 23.
Nice.
That was very helpful.
23 HP back to you. Bonus action. He can expand and choose one creature. No, that's not worth it. Okay. He will also inspire, Troy. Why not? So you have a D8 inspiration die. Erebir, it's your turn.
Okay. I am gonna look at everyone, see how everyone's looking. Health-wise, if they all look pretty battered, or if they look like they're doing okay.
I think everyone but Baron is fine right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only other one that's been damaged, and we haven't hit anybody on the other team.
Okay. Okay, well then I'm gonna do a level 3 chromatic orb of poison to the big dude.
You will have to get in line of sight of him.
Okay. It's 180 foot range. Hold on.
So you'll have to move over here or like over here.
Ooh. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to then. Oh, I'm just trying to like figure out. Let's see. Okay. Here, and then I'm going to throw in a lightning bolt through the bird people down.
Okay, do those two. Cool. I believe that is a dexterity saving throw. Yes.
Smart.
All right, so
Very
the
smart
one-
guy.
The one closer to you succeeded, but the one farther failed. So I'll still take half damage though.
And then I'm going to Misty Step my ass back.
Okay. 39. Oh wow. Actually, this one got crisped. He is
Woo!
Nice.
Crispy.
I thought you said the one closest to her succeeded
He saved,
roll.
so-
Got it. Okay.
9,
Got it.
15 plus 2, 17. Okay.
Would
No, wait.
would the psychic dude have got that at all, or no?
No, because he's in a different vertical line. All right,
Oh.
and this other one looks pretty hurt, but not super hurt. Okay. Troy, it's your turn.
All right. From my point, I'm just going to take a shot at the second one that's a little hurt, but not super hurt.
Okay.
And I am going to try my luck on sharpshooter again,
Let's do it.
and go for his face, blob, whatever it is.
He's a
15
burb.
does- He is a bird. Thank you. 15 does not hit.
Okay, then I am going to use precision, which I believe just adds 1d8 to
You
hits.
also have bardic inspiration. Also, you have advantage on hitting.
Oh, okay. So what was
Another
the
one.
advantage? Was another d8, right? Or what did you say it was?
So
or
you have-
inspiration?
You can roll again. Roll your attack.
You have
again.
advantage
Get a
on
higher
hitting.
roll.
Oh, okay. So just roll it
The
again.
bardic inspiration is a +8. I think is what you meant.
Plus a d8.
Yeah, plus a d8. Sorry.
So roll again entirely on the
Yes.
for the attack. Okay. And that.
Wow.
Woo!
That's
Okay.
funny.
Ba-ba-ba.
All right. So that's 5 damage doubled.
Well, it was also sharpshooter, so plus 10.
Yeah, no, it's actually
Oh.
2. No, it's 2. You rolled a 2 on the damage, so that's double to 4 plus 3, 7 plus 10, so 17 damage. Which
Pretty damn good just for sharpshooter.
bloodies this thing, but it is not dead.
It's not dead yet?
Smack him.
Dr. Ink is looking very
Okay.
hungrily at this damaged, not
Okay.
thing.
So I had two things. You said I had bardic inspiration and I had something else. What
You
did?
can spend your bardic inspiration die, which is a d8, on any d20 roll.
Okay. I'm gonna just take a regular shot at him then.
Okay.
Because he looks pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
call.
Right. Do I have to call the extra d8 ahead of time or no?
You have to call it before I say the result, so you can see like, oh, I rolled a 17. If you think that's high enough, then you don't have to spend the die.
And I can save it for a later roll as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll just go with the 17.
All right, 17 does not hit.
Okay. Then I'm gonna
Damn.
use precision shot, which is one of my maneuvers, and it's the superior die add to the attack. So I'm gonna roll a d8 here. Dang it! Which would bring it to 19.
That does hit, so.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay. And that is 6 damage, which is enough to bring this one down as well.
Hey.
And
Whee!
then I am going to use my bonus action to rally for Barry, which is a superiority die roll plus 2.
I'm assuming on my HP.
It's temp HP.
Cool.
So okay, 5. You get 5 temp HP. Enjoy
That
that.
could be
Nothing.
the difference between life and death.
Well, hopefully, enjoy it.
Okay.
And that's it.
Cool.
Okay. It is now my turn. This tendril is going to burrow underground. You guys can take an attack of opportunity at it if you want.
Yes. Wait, why
Okay.
would I not?
Well, it didn't look like it did much last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, why
Why
would you not?
wouldn't you swing at that thing?
Well, you only have 1 per round, so.
Knock it into the fire.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not gonna take one, so.
Okay. So you sever this one temporarily, and then it reforms itself. Burrows underground and arrives over here. And then the third one that disappeared earlier, yoink, pops up over there as well. One will make an attack at Erebir, the other at Troy, and the third at Poofers. To Erebir is a 25.
Disadvantage.
Okay. 18. And to Troy, we dropped a nat 20 in favor of a 21.
It hits, but I throw shield.
Does that bring your AC above 18?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
+5.
Okay. And then to Poofers does not have disadvantage, it's a 26.
Yes, that does it.
So
Oh.
Troy is getting hit and Poofers is getting hit.
And Troy's damage should be halved.
Alright, which is good, because that would have been really, really hefty. So Troy's taking 14 bludgeoning and psychic damage. Pooper is taking 19 bludgeoning, which should be halved down to 9. So raging, and 5 psychic damage, so 14 in total. And then I need Troy to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Good thing it was an int.
20.
Alright, so
Come
you'll
on,
take
come on, 20.
Nice.
half this damage, which
Oh, God.
would have been 45 down to
Holy crap.
22.
Is it
Yowie.
halved
Is
again?
it visible damage?
It is not visible, it is
Okay.
psychic. So if we're only having visible damage, then I shouldn't have had some of his other
No.
damage.
I was gonna. No. It's not only visible damage. I was gonna throw up a shield in front of him, but I think that's if you can see somebody getting hurt. But if it's not
Does-
visible,
Does he have resistance to all? Because this isn't an attack, this was a save. What is the...
Let me tell you. Hold on.
Well, would it be halved and then halved again? Because
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring out. So you'll take 22 unless it's halved down to 11.
While raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you. And when the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Yeah, so this wasn't a hit, this was a save. So he will take 22 damage.
ouch. On top of the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Ouch.
Those are dead. Poofers, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna look back and see that they're hurt, but then, I can't do anything to the tentacles, so I'm just gonna feline agility. I'm probably gonna take an attack of opportunity from this tentacle, feline agility up to the blob.
It actually missed you anyway, so you're fine.
I'm gonna do a cool, slide spinny move and slash him twice. As she goes into the spin, she scrapes her claws against her greatsword, and you see some sparks come off of it, and I will take a little bit of damage from that. Oh, I rolled twice, just the first one.
Uh, 16 to hit. Okay, that does hit
Then again.
for 18 damage.
Why is that
20
so low?
23 to hit. It looks like you rolled a...
I don't think I can possibly hit that low. That's crazy.
Rolled a d6 plus 1d0. That doesn't make... Why don't you just roll that again and we'll see if it's fixed. But we'll take the 23 attack. Are you supposed to be rolling for your damage twice anyways?
This includes that, so.
Oh, okay. And you also have
I think it
advantage to
does.
hit right now on this creature.
Oh, maybe I have to get back to you on rolling the damage. I think I might actually need to do 3 every time. I think you're right. So it'd be 21 and 18.
Okay. You do have advantage to hit, but if you want to roll for a nat 20, but I'm going to take the 21 and 18.
Sure, I'll roll.
Might as well.
too.
No. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Nope. I'm good.
All right, Bjorn.
Cool. Dr. Ink is sees Poofers running into battle, and he kind of like pulls into like fifth gear and like starts running over to the brain thing and takes a crack at him.
Can you move that far?
30 feet. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Just barely.
He
Seem to
can
be-
eyeball 30 feet at this point. He's used to 30 feet.
Uh, 23 for 9 force damage. Cool.
Nice.
Got him.
And then I am going to cast. I'm going to cast a level 3 guiding bolt on the brain.
You cannot see it right now.
Yeah. Just know I'll move into range. I
Okay.
can't alt tab as much as I want to. It's 19 to hit.
Okay, that does hit. For 21 radiant damage.
And the next attack, on the brain has advantage.
Well, I had advantage anyways, but yeah.
Does it always?
From the fairy fire.
It does not stack.
Okay, I thought the fairy fire only lasted X period of time.
No, it lasts till his concentration's broken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's playing healer right now, so it's probably fine. Anything else you want to do?
I need to move my guy 5'10". I'll shift him. To be honest, I mean, like I would have moved 10 feet, and then I'd probably move back.
Okay, that's fine. Neat. Alright, it's back to Tempest then. He looks around and sees who's most hurt. Someone tell me who's most hurt.
I am
It might be
pretty
Troy.
much about half. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
okay.
28 of 43.
Well, heal him.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. We'll use a low level on you.
Oh, thanks, Tempe. I see how we are.
Doesn't have a lot of high level healing spells. What if you need them later? Alright.
Implying that we're gonna have to fight again before going back.
No.
Look, you got 12 HP back, Biren.
Nice. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tempe. You know,
Yeah.
Are you thirsty? Do you need anything?
That was a level 1 heal. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good for a level 1 heal.
Yeah. It was actually cast at second level though, because you're not in touch range, and I don't want to run over to you. He's actually going to move in within range of Troy to prepare to defend him, and in doing so take an attack of opportunity. This button. Click, click. Which missed amazingly. And ooh, that was a healing or a bonus action, wasn't it? Yeah, he still has an action. This is difficult. I don't feel like that's a good use of spell slots. He'll also cure. He'll cast a first level cure wounds on Troy.
Come on, big money, big money.
8 HP back.
Okay.
That's what you got. Yeah. Alright, Erebir. You're surrounded.
All right. I am going to Misty Step
Clearly.
over.
Surrounded, you say?
And then I'm going to hit the big giant squishy evil brain with a 3rd level chromatic orb.
Of
of acid.
Okay.
I am going to use Luck of the Gods to retry to hit. So
Don't you have advantage on him anyway?
You do have advantage.
So you don't
You have like hella advantage too.
what was that?
got like triple advantage.
No, you just got the
Okay.
one.
It's just stacked.
No, it's not.
It's so stacked.
Ooh,
21.
There it
there
is.
you go.
That's better.
And it does more damage, so.
There you go.
Do math. Alright, so you crash into that thing with an orb of acid and it kind of goes like, "Bah!" Yep, you heard it.
And I yell
You heard
out,
it here
die,
first.
brain, die.
How's it look?
It looks pretty strong still.
Alright.
Hmm.
Still going. Troy.
Okay. I'm a little concerned. I want to be creative, but I don't know how this is going to go for me.
Good luck.
Yeah. So. Remembering how easy it was for poofers to slice through these tendrils, if I use a scimitar, I only get one swing and not like the double shot, or do I get 2 attacks with a scimitar?
Are you trying to disengage?
No, All right, let me just spell it out. Since they're both right on top of me, I'd like to, if this is possible, chop both the tendrils off, and then basically, if I'm able to, grab them and run and throw them in the fire to try and burn them so they don't crawl back. If that's too creative, I'll just.
It's not too creative. I'm trying.
I like the
you can try
idea.
rolls to make.
Because I have.
Yes.
I mean, if I have to, I have.
No, this is fun.
Um,
I'm sick of just hitting back and forth. So,
You have pleased the DM.
So if you let me, I'll RP it out.
yeah, no, I just want to. I'm thinking about what I'm going to make you roll to be successful at this.
A
Go ahead,
basic
RP
attack
it.
roll.
And I still have 1 inspiration, right, or 1d8, something or other.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So, pretty pissed off with the damage I just took, and remembering that they were kind of a slice and dice thing. I take out a scimitar and kind of do a kneeling to the ground and spinning simultaneously to chop them off as close to the ground as possible in like one circular motion. And I'll use, if I need to use my bonus action for that, that's fine.
It'll use both of your attacks. So
Okay, let's go.
just
let's
make
do that
2
then.
scimitar attacks.
All right. So, 1. Did the second one go?
Not yet. Might be thinking.
Did the first one go?
The
The fir- I
computer's
see.
thinking. Shh.
I see the first one.
Okay, if it doesn't go in a second, I'll just do it again.
Yeah, just do it again.
Yes.
All right, I'll try again. That one go?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Ugh.
Yeah. So do you want to add your Bardic Inspiration to either of those?
Wait, does he have advantage on hitting this thing?
Oh yeah, you do have advantage.
So do I do it twice again, or?
Yeah, so that would have been against one of
Swing
them.
again. Swing again.
Okay. Oh my god.
One more.
There we go. All right. So you will hit one of them. Do you want to add the Bardic Inspiration to the
Yes.
other one?
Add
Yes,
to
I
the,
will.
add
Add
to the
roll
12.
a d8.
All right. Oh my god. Ouch.
Okay. So that still doesn't hit, but you're able to sever the one to the right of you, and then I need you to make a acrobatics check for me.
Oh, cool. Okay. Nat 20.
Hey.
acrobatics check.
All right. So you sever the one closest to you, and then kind of like tackle it right as it starts to reform, and you have like a wiggly tendril in your arms.
Wiggly.
You're like kind of like combat rolled to tackle it out of the way, so you evaded an attack of opportunity from the other one, and then you sprint over with that to the fire, and throw it in the fire.
I'm gonna do like a football touchdown throw into the fire.
Yeah,
Yes.
dunk it.
And as you throw that one into the fire, it starts to like wriggle really, really painfully, and then like immediately disintegrate into ash, and then the kind of like tentacle that was attached to it pulls back underground.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your fire damage.
And I would like to use my bonus. Do I still have a bonus action then?
No,
No? Okay, never mind.
that
Okay.
that was that used your full time.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Nice
It's now the
game.
enemy's turn. Yeah, that was neat. And this tentacle is going to move just a little bit closer to go hit Tempest. This one is within range of Troy right now. So let's make a couple attacks here. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do this one. It does not hit Tempest. Does a 15 hit you, Troy?
My AC is 15.
Yeah, so it does, but you'll take half damage from this. Oof. So that would have been 29, but you're gonna take 14 instead. And then Poofers, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to undo that.
You're like real inspiration.
Yes.
That is still not enough.
What?
Wow, I'm gonna
Ouch.
use my bardic inspiration
No, wait.
on that then.
Sorry, you also have advantage on this roll.
Oh,
so,
well then I didn't need to use inspiration, so I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on my 17.
yeah.
Nice, Val.
Do we only have the one bardic inspiration, or is that with us?
Yeah.
You have the one. Unless you fail the save and then you keep it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you succeed on this save then. Just so boring.
Woo!
Okay. I think that is the extent of its ability right now. It is your turn, Poofers.
All right, I look at it and I kind of like, did you even do anything last turn? And then I'm going to try and pull my greatsword up through this blob and then slash back down at an angle here.
Okay. Oof, 9 does not hit.
Yeah, but I have advantage.
The brain
Oh, yeah.
says, Did you do anything your last turn?
So I'm gonna roll my 3 damages, and then I'm just gonna re-roll 2 hits for the advantage.
It's looking so far so good, Jesus fan. Allegedly.
Okay, and then these rolls will be +7 to hit.
Can you just tell me the final number? It's like 10 rolls
Alright.
in front of me.
So so I rolled a 16 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Okay, both of those hit.
And then the damage will be 23 plus 19. No, 23 plus 20, so 43.
Alright, this thing is starting to look pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm good.
Beer in your turn.
Cool. I'm going to start with Dr. Ink. And Dr. Ink is going to take a swipe, and he's going to try and scoop out a cup of the blob.
It's nasty.
Cup. What are you gonna do with it?
Let me.
You could put it in a vial and give it to Magnus for later.
Yeah.
Would you like a cup of blob? Just don't eat it, Magnus.
15 does not hit.
Oof. Okay. It's got like.
Super high AC.
Nah, it's right. It's right at that spot. Okay. Oh wait, do I have advantage? I still have advantage, right?
Yeah, you do have advantage.
$18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is for 8. So yeah, Dr. Ink, my big spiritual weapon mug, starts swiping out pieces of the brain. I'm calling it the brain just because the tongues are there, but yeah. And then Biren, sensing that our unfriendly friend here is not doing so hot, is going to move into attack range and hit him with a level 3 inflict wounds.
Okay. Do it. Ooh, 19 to hit for 29 damage.
Nice.
That's a big one.
Nice.
Carry the one.
Don't you do this to me.
You know they have machines for this, right? It's called a
The only
calculator
machine
that's
I
been around
trust
for
is
a
this
long
one.
time. It's wrong a lot.
So
Whoa.
wrong.
Wow. Alright, this thing looks very, very almost dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of like flowers that kind of seep into the brain, and it's looking kind of all gunky and gross.
Ew, Barry, why'd you just make it worse? You made it more gross.
I was just trying to plant some flowers. I don't know what this is.
Alright, Tempest is gonna...
Heal Troy.
You sure want me to waste a spell slot on that?
Probably not while we're.
I mean, as long as we hit this thing with advantage, it sounds like it's
does
going
Tempest
down.
have any attacks at all?
No, he's a pacifist.
A pacifist that
Red-
enables us.
Red versus Blue quote. Pacifist? You mean a pussy fest?
Okay, no one gets heals. He's skipping his turn. Erebir, it's your turn.
Erebir picked up a baby and walked away real quick.
Oh.
Oh, she's here.
how
She's
dare
here.
you.
She's good. She's
She's
good.
back.
Sorry, I had a
It's your turn.
dog disagreement going on. All right, how is he looking? The big squishy brain.
He is not good at all.
Alrighty, let's do this. I'm gonna hit him with a chromatic orb. Let's see.
I hear dog drinking water.
Fire.
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 Alright, start drinking water.
And then I have advantage, right? Since
Yep.
Okay, let's try that one again.
Who's very thirsty?
Alright,
There we
that
go.
one will
Nice.
hit. Mod 20
Nice.
for 25. Alright,
Cool.
so
See ya.
you have officially disintegrated this thing. As you send out this chromatic orb of fire, it impacts the central blob, and it kind of like makes a chorus of screeching as an amalgamation of faces of the victims it's collected over the years kind of like protrude for a second in writhing pain as the blob itself begins to disintegrate and grows smaller right in front of Poofers and Viren. Before it crumbles into nothing, and you see before you a sheer abundance of human bones, skulls more than anything.
Yee.
Mm.
Are there any
Badass.
warden like badges? Mess?
Let's have an investigation check on that.
Good question.
Do the tendrils
Like to
disappear
help
as well?
look as well.
The tendrils do disappear.
23.
Alright, Poofers, you're right next to it, so you can quickly sift through the goo and bones.
I got 10.
And you find not only 3 warden, like ripped pieces of badge or armor or something like that. But you also find a purple gem.
A purple, is it, Barry, is this one of the thingies?
It is indeed.
Is it? Is it?
Yes.
Is it? It is.
Yes.
We found another
Can I-
one.
Can I hold the purple one and give someone else hold the gray one?
Yeah. Who wants the gray one?
I'm
Barry or-
assuming.
Troy, I pull a thin napkin out of my pocket and place it over my hand and outreach my hand for the gray one. You know, rather
Sorry,
be
you know you're
rather
always
be
coming
s-
in handy.
rather be safe than sorry.
You did leave one gem back at camp. So.
Oh shit, we gotta go back. 'Cause Magnus has it.
Alright, you guys have defeated this creature. There is a small camp here. If you'd like to pillage that, maybe make a grave for your fallen comrades, like reasonable people.
Yes.
Cough, cough.
I start
So-
digging kind of like a dog would.
What it was? You said it was this one's sorry, the gem was purple.
Yes,
I'm assuming
we know
that's
what-
some kind of psychic,
What is it? Psychic.
that is probably a good assumption.
because we're just going off of Pokemon rules at this point.
It's not Pokemon rules, it's Persona rules.
Oh
So,
God.
sorry. Some other Japanese combat system.
So, yeah,
Do we get to know that or no?
I think you would be able to deduce that.
Okay.
I mean, we just did. So
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Remind me in the chat what the gems do. Like
For
in
you,
general.
nothing.
Yeah.
But they are elemental-based gems that contain a lot of power.
Noise.
You don't really know anything
Ow.
beyond that, and you know that their power is like controlled by Lolth in terms of if she doesn't want you to use it, you're not using it.
Thanks, lol.
yeah, greedy bitch.
Poopers.
All right, guys.
Maybe
So
maybe not say that, poofers.
she likes us. Doesn't matter. She knows
No.
we're getting the gems and we're doing a
To
good
get
job.
what she wants right now.
So, we bury the bones. I mean, I assume it's really hard to make people out of them, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
just a mass grave, sadly.
Ugh.
I'll take the warden badges and take them with me so that we can bring them back to camp, and I'll return them to Clark the clerk when we get there.
Neat. Alright. I'm glad you did that actually. Remind me. Okay. You guys want to go through the camp or anything?
Yeah, sure. Let's go
Look
through the
around.
camp.
Yeah,
See
I
if there's
will.
anything.
Seems like there's like a little alcove of stuff like over
What was
there
that?
and
What
whatnot.
was that? What was that material that was highly valuable? It was like an ore or a rock or a.
The red
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
The red
yeah.
I want to search around for that.
Yes, I will help.
Yeah,
Look around.
I too will help.
What did I
No,
name
I-
that?
I wasn't even thinking that.
Sorry, I forgot the name. I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot the name too.
Red stuff. Wants to find it.
No, I have to find the name or it's gonna drive me crazy. Ran.
Rayan.
A very
Alright,
poor version of my
you-
name.
Yeah. You do find a large amount of it, just about a pound.
Oh,
In addition to 200 gold pieces and a variety of other, it's just like arbitrary supplies. Nothing super interesting. There's a journal. Please don't ask me to read it. It's a personal journal from one of the wardens who was around here. Kind of just like a personal account of their adventures through these caverns. And then there are just like other supplies, like a few weapons and things like that.
You said a pound of the rayon?
Yeah.
That's about 100
We should
gold.
probably take the weapons back with us if it won't slow us down too much. Just add them to the warden store.
do we just want to even out that rayon and the gold?
Yeah. I mean, I think we can have a collective rayon amount, you know, because it's not like we're gonna buy anything
Well,
individually.
We might use it to purchase stuff.
That's
yeah.
true. I mean, we shouldn't turn it into gold.
Okay,
At least until
who's-
we leave.
Yeah,
Who
it's
wants
just
to
when I have
keep-
some.
I
Okay,
think that's
who wants to
too.
keep track of how much we have? That was all I had, or just this pound. It's by weight then?
It is done by weight, yeah.
Okay.
Crap, I wrote it down, so this was like
I have
months
it
ago.
right here. It is 50 grams or 50 gold for every half ounce of rayon.
Oh god.
So
Can we just do this in pounds and do by fractions of a pound instead of actually?
I think we had like a quarter of a pound or something like that. It wasn't that much. We'll go with that. So we now have 1 1/4 pounds of rayon.
Okay.
Cool. Are you guys gonna turn tail and run, or are you gonna keep exploring the remaining gems?
Well, we should probably go back. I mean, we have to go back anyway if they're all together.
turn tail and run for now. Go back. I think all
So-
of us could use a rest.
I'll just tell you. Do you want to cast locate object to figure out the location of the gems if you're gonna turn around anyways? Hint,
Sure.
hint.
Yeah.
One of them is moving toward you. And the other 3 are stationary.
Is it moving toward us violently?
Menacingly.
Moving. Yeah, there are. There's symbols and everything.
Does it have little angry eyebrows in my locate object?
No, it's
Oh,
just
okay.
moving towards you at a steady pace.
Guys, one of the other gems is moving straight towards our direction.
Is it going faster?
It is moving at a not angry but steady pace.
Maybe we should wait and ambush it. Maybe we should heal up and wait and see what happens, you know, and if it comes around the corner and it looks horrifying, then we just leave.
So should we put ourselves in a position where it's easy for us to cut tail and run?
Yeah, we should probably...
We can also dimension door away.
How far away is it?
It'll
How
be
long does
here-
it seem like it would take?
It, probably like 2 minutes.
Oh shit, really fast. Okay, Tempe, can you heal us and then we'll back up toward the...
We need to be in a vantage position where we can see it, but leave if we need to.
I will put a 2-minute timer on so you guys can decide what to do.
I think we're okay with ambushing it, right?
Yeah, and I think we need a mass heal to get us all back up.
It can't. It's only 2 minutes, right? So we can't use our hit die either.
Alright, he has to heal you guys individually. He doesn't have mass healing.
Yeah, does Erebir?
I have
Um,
I can do a level 2 prayer of healing.
That might be helpful.
Okay.
Troy, I have
It's
34
coming in.
HP left.
For 16 HP for all of you guys.
Barry might want to move back.
And Tempe.
All right, and I think we'll just kind of wait, and I assume it's coming from the right of the map. like,
It is
farther
coming
into-
from the right.
So we're gonna wait and see what it is, and we're gonna be really quiet. Although it probably knows what we are. Like it can probably figure out where we are anyway. So
Alright, do you guys want to roll stealth then?
sure.
Yeah, I'm going to cast a spell that gives us plus 10 on stealth for the group.
That'll be 28 for me.
That'd be 24 for me.
Such an overpowered spell.
It is. That's a nat 20 plus 10 for Barry.
Ba 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 ba.
32
You give us
for
plus 10, so I have
Yeah.
a 34.
32.
We are first in the good today.
The best I ever did with this spell was a 38, I think.
Yeah, if Magnus is here, it could get that high.
Yeah. Alright, so after a couple minutes, you hear some footsteps approaching you through the caverns. Probably about 4 sets of feet.
Crap.
I only have 1 token right now because it's a pain to move all of them. I have all 4, I just don't want to move them.
Okay. I was like, how
Uh,
are you out of tokens? It's digital.
I mean, I can like drag them all one by one if you
it's
want me
fine.
to drag them.
No. It's alright.
Can I do?
No, it's alright.
Oh look, I can move them as a group. Okay. So they get about here and look around. And then this one in the front turns to the others and says, "This was the right way, right? We heard that fighting this way." In common, actually. And the other two just kind of like shrug, and they split up to kind of try and look around.
Do they look like they're wearing purple?
They are all wearing sashes. It's dark. It's very dark in here, so you can only see in black and white, but they're all wearing sashes and masks.
Okay, I telepathic message everybody. I'm like, guys, what do you think we should do?
That was 4 of them. Dang.
There were always 4. I just.
I know. I thought there was 3. I was like, we can take them now. Now
I
it feels
say
a little
we
even.
You know what?
Fight another day.
Actually, this fire is still on, so you could see that they are purple.
I vote we back up.
Live to fight another day. Get out of here.
We're all half something or othered.
Yeah. Let's leave.
Can I just do a quick know your enemy on them, or?
Good call.
If you want to risk staying there for a minute while they look around.
Did we all just roll like 30s and a natural 20 on stealth?
Yeah, but if you have to still be behind something, if they walk up and look behind something and you haven't moved, like, you don't just become a shadow.
Do we risk for the bisque? I mean, like, they could be wimps.
I mean, they could be wimps, and they could also, they have a gem. We need it. If
Well-
they go back to their base camp, there could be 30 of them instead of 4.
Well, the last time we took on a pack of these guys, it didn't go well for us.
There were 6 of them.
Okay.
Now there's 4, and not all of us have all of our spell slots. Spell abilities.
But what if they go back and then there's 30 of them?
That's true. I mean, less to fight in a single go. I understand if I'm whispering this the whole time, or you know what, we're telepathic messaging.
Telepath.
I can fight again. I actually haven't used that many spell slots.
I don't have spell slots. I'm good.
I'm about half through my stuff.
They're moving
They're
in.
moving.
We're fighting. We fighting.
And Poopers runs around the corner.
Poofers jumps out and says, "Hello."
God.
Do you actually?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So you startle this one here,
Surprise attack!
and they yell, "Back together now!" And all the others kind of turn to reform.
Oh jeez.
And she does
I turn
not.
on the cuteness.
Let me finish. She does not draw a weapon or anything other than yell to her companions, and she says, "We're not gonna fight. We
Are you
wanna
sure?
talk for now." Well, if
Okay.
you fight, we'll fight, but
Is
No,
it the
I
store?
don't need to fight.
Is it the storekeeper? Do we recognize her?
she has a mask on right now.
But she's speaking common.
She's
So.
speaking common.
Does she have a heavy accent?
Yes, I just can't do it.
Okay.
Do it.
And she says, "We don't want to fight for now.
Okay.
Why don't we talk?"
I'm good at that. We can talk. Hello.
And she says, "We're after the same thing right now. And it might be in our mutual interest to work toward our common goal."
That would be.
What is the common goal?
You know very well what the common goal is.
She is
But-
really
but I-
dumb.
I don't know if it's a common goal.
Have we revealed
Yeah.
all ourselves, by the way?
I don't know. How do you
Now Troy has.
apparently.
I am going to kind of slowly slip, not into like a dangerous range, but they're all back together. Yeah?
They're
Okay.
regrouping.
So, what makes you think that we have the same goal?
Let's not pretend otherwise.
Okay,
You may
we're
not
talking
have-
about pretending. You're beating around the bush a whole lot here. Just be straightforward.
She sighs and pulls out a green gem, and says, "We know you have the others, and we know where the remaining free ones are. All of us want to see these gems reunited for now, and retrieving the rest will be difficult. Why don't we work together towards that. Well, we still have a common interest.
Difficult. Is there something that's guarding the next ones?
Why don't we go for a walk and we'll show you?
I mean, we could go for a walk, but you could also just tell me.
Alright, if you really want to take the grandeur out of it, there's an enormous city crawling with monsters of all sorts. All of the remaining gems are heavily guarded and difficult to get to, not only guarded by magical creatures, but by magical traps and the like. Without a guide, you will immediately die when you step foot in that city. And without a guard to protect the city gates while you're within, from the remaining monsters that will track you down and enter it, you will also die almost immediately.
So then why do you need our help?
We can't manage the city. We can't manage protecting the city and infiltrating it at the same time. We would like to see the gems reunited and know that is your goal. And while it is still a common goal, we are happy to work together.
I'd like to roll insight to see how truthful she's being.
Okay.
Same thing. I'm also
13.
skeptical.
So trusting.
Yeah, I'm assuming that we can all hear this, so I would probably roll.
Attaboy, Troy.
Bear needs to roll. Anyone who's not face to face with them needs to roll a disadvantage because you can't read their expression. You're just doing it off the inflection of their voice.
I rolled mod 20.
Alright. Troy, there's definitely like maliciousness in what she's doing. This seems like it is hurting her pride to offer this. However, it does seem like she hasn't given any obvious signs that she's outright lying, but it's also obvious that this is not a forever alliance.
Right, it's only as good as until our goals don't align anymore. Okay, I quickly telepathically message people. I say, I think she's being truthful, but just know that this is a temporary alliance.
Okay, so you can't do this without us. We can't do it without you.
I mean, the enemy of our enemy type situation.
Right, but the second that our goal is met, you guys are gonna jump on us and murder us, aren't ya?
Well, we'll see what happens when we get there.
I feel like it's either, I'm telepathically again, it's either this or we probably won't progress unless we come up with something else.
I mean, I'm always down for an adventure. Even if it means, adventuring with people who want to murder us. But I mean, when don't we do that?
It's pretty much all the time.
It's all the time.
Everybody wants to murder us, it's just to what degree.
Let's take a mental vote. Mental vote. Everybody who wants to go, say aye.
What are you doing? You're just being quiet, staring at each other. What does
I hold up I'm like,
I am in a call.
Aye.
Nay.
well, I'm sorry. Wait, Tempest.
doesn't get a vote because he's the DM.
Well, he would have lost anyway because there's 3 ayes. I'm sorry, Erebir, but we gotta move forward. We gotta keep chugging along.
Worst case scenario, we get to the to this humongous monster town, and if something seems off, then we just fight our way
And
out.
then we just leave them there.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're gonna do the same to us if
probably.
that works.
Yep.
At least to a
Well,
certain
at least
extent,
we
we
know
can
it.
kind of control when this is going to happen instead of being ambushed.
And we're aware of it.
And we
Let's do it, guys.
Yep.
We always seem to think we have control, and yet we never do.
Yeah, we've been all right. So
It feels
far
like there's
now.
a godly hand pushing us in a direction most of the time.
Okay.
I think it's called
scary
luck.
assassin lady. We will help you, and you will help us.
Great. Well, then let's go to our destination, shall we?
And
We actually need to rest for a little bit.
I
Nap
think that
time.
we need to go back and get supplied up.
You'll have plenty of protected resting time at the
Oh
city.
boy.
Nope.
So
Oh,
you're in control of part of the city?
We have currently fortified the gates. The city itself is necessarily occupied, but not as occupied as it will be without the gates fortified.
I see.
I
mean,
I telepathic message. If they're saying it's safe, they don't have a reason to kill us and only take, not all of our gems when the other one's protected by the wardens. And they also need us to go in there to get them. So it's not in their interest just to kill us in our sleep.
I
That's
guarantee
true.
you, if we wanted to take the gems from you right now, we would have already attacked you.
that is true. That is true. But there are also 5. No, math. Yeah, 5 of us. And only 4 of you. So
Yes,
would it be in your
but-
best interest to attack us?
You're battle damaged, and we're...
Yeah.
Fresh.
Hoover spits up some blood. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Well,
Alright.
I'm convinced.
You going to the city, or are you not?
To the city!
Question, what are we gonna do about Magnus's gem?
Can't we warden come?
Not right now, because I want to wrap up the session.
Yeah, we can just take care of the warden com. Tell Clark to make sure everything's good.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need the gem to come to us
Why?
because we need them all here
Well,
at the city.
so here's the thing is if things start to go south, we'll say you're never getting that gem ever, because we'll just have the wardens take it back to Redcliffe.
Well, yes,
That's actually
but
a failsafe, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
so we're just gonna fight through a city of monsters, get to the end point, not have one of the things we need, fight our way back, get the thing we need, then fight our way in.
We can have.
No,
Magnus,
why do we need all of them? So why do we need all of them in
We
the city?
need them for the ritual in the city.
But does
Why
the
do we
ritual
wanna
have
do
to
the
be in
ritual?
city?
Yes.
No. Why is this
That's
ritual
part of the
hap-
quest. It's in the city. That's where it's happening.
Why are we doing this ritual? I thought we don't want this to
We
happen.
don't want to do the ritual.
We need the ritual to start so that we can stop it and fail it.
so that somebody else doesn't do it? Yeah, we talked about that at
Yes.
the beginning.
Well, let's go
So we
in
need
and
them to start the ritual, and we have to stop them.
Yes.
So we need the gem. We need
Yes.
everything. I think we should go back to camp, get a night's rest, get the other gem, then meet them when we're full powered, rested, healed, everything.
You can tell them that.
Is that what we agree on?
I don't know.
that seems to be the consensus.
Well, it doesn't matter because if they need all the gems, the gem is with
Magnus.
Magnus, who's back at camp. So one way or another, we don't have all the gems.
So are we telling them that? Because I will tell them we don't have all the gems. We're gonna go back, get the other one, get a night's rest, and we'll meet them back.
I mean, they can't argue it. We don't have the gems, so.
Sure.
Cool.
Go ahead
Do
and
it.
tell them.
Talking about me?
Someone has to tell him.
I'll step forward and tell them we will not be going now. We do not have all the gems with us. We have one more back at our camp, which we will go back, retrieve, rest, and meet you back here.
Oh, Derek is back there. Why don't you just have him deliver the last gem?
We will be going back.
You understand that it's not particularly convenient for us to lose sight of these once again.
Right. But we also, like you say, have a common goal. So it's not like we're
Exactly.
going anywhere either. We're both on the same path, at least for the time being, as you so poignantly discussed
True,
earlier.
but we also will control the gates while you're in the city. Just something to keep in mind, of course.
Okay, but if we fail, you fail. It's a
Oh,
blind
sure, but
interest
if you get all of the
until-
gems and then we let you die, then we'll take them.
Okay, well, either way, it's not here. So your move.
Sure, we'll have Derek bring it back.
No, we will
Hmm.
not. He will not be going into a warden camp, getting anything, and raising alarms at the warden camp, who will then come to stop it.
Who's Derek?
He's the guy.
Tell
He's
us
probably the guy that rifled through our crap earlier.
Yeah, it's probably Derek.
So we will
He's
go
already got
back.
a. He's already got a mark on him, by the way.
Oh, okay, then we'll come back with you.
You want to come into the warden camp?
Sure, we haven't done anything to anger them.
mean, I don't.
I mean, it shouldn't
We're
be a problem,
gonna.
right?
We're meeting back up either way. So
I mean, we could just go with them and see what happens too.
okay, but we still don't have the gem.
Which we should
But
not.
they
But
know
there's
that.
Derek. Well, you know what we
want
could do?
someone else to go get it and bring it here.
What we could do too is we can have Magnus and Derek peril the tunnels to bring
escort.
it. Mm-hmm.
That was the idea.
Well, that sounds like an okay idea.
Okay. Well, you should have said that then.
Yeah, you did not make that very clear. You made it sound like Derek was going to steal
Well,
the
she
gem.
doesn't
Yeah.
know that Magnus is back in camp. I know that. My intention was for you to say, "Oh, bring Magnus with it."
We're gonna bring Magnus with it.
Yes.
So.
So we have a friend in camp who's part of our party who is suffering from food poisoning from a burrito. Not that you know what that is.
Severe burrito
And
syndrome.
he will be escorting the gem and Derek back through these tunnels to us. Derek can lead him here.
All right, that sounds fair. Shall we proceed to the city then?
To the city.
All right, so really quick as we wrap things up, she leads you through a twist of tunnels, and then you come across what is actually quite an amazing sight. In this absolutely enormous cavern is a city carved entirely into these kind of like overarching tendrils of rock, where an entire city is built. But even from the kind of like outskirts overlooking the city, you can see all sorts of creatures roaming the streets. Some much larger than others, some 4 legs, some 2 legs, some ghost looking. Just kind of a real graveyard of terrifying monsters. And she actually points out one in particular to you that is very visible from here, is much larger than the rest. And it looks something like this. And she says, you'll want to avoid that while you're cruising the streets. And that's where we will end it for tonight.
Yikes. Cool imagery.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So images in the comic show.
Well, now we're in like the necropolis or whatever. It's gnarly. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow. We stream every Friday, and we'll be back next time. See you guys.